Tsune taking on Rowdy Riles. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. As always, I am the master of ceremonies, one Tony Styles. We are here at the Gimmick Factory, and out comes Kitsune. I can hit her theme song. I know you don't hear any music, but I have all the access to the music right here.
Making her way to the ring, representing the
Here comes Kitsune. There's her song right now. She is ready to go. Accepts all challenges. Doesn't matter who calls her out. Last week wanted to be the one that scored the big time W over the giant Sam Edwards. And she scored a big time W. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the comments if the audio is good. If you can hear the crowd as well as myself. You know, last week we had some problems. Although if you do catch the edited version over on the LSWA YouTube, you will see that it's crystal clear and as best as I could get it. So, but here we are tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Kitsune the Fox takes on Rowdy Riles in one-on-one action to open up Saturday afternoon slam. I appreciate you all for being here. As always, if you want to be a member, if you want to be a part of this action, all you got to do is join the membership. And you will be immortalized as a part of the LSWA roster. Continues to grow every week. And Kitsune the Fox is celebrating in the ring right now. She's ready to go. I'm excited to see how this plays out, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me this Saturday afternoon. You could be anywhere else on your afternoon, but you're hanging out with me, and I appreciate you. And here we go. Oopsie. I still got Kitsune's theme song playing. That is a very bad. I'm thinking I'm pulling it when I'm just doing it at the when I'm doing the post production. So you got to give me a little time here. Sorry for that, ladies and gents. I appreciate you though for sticking with me as I work all the kinks out on the live streams. I'll be here in and out. Okay. No problem, Ken's Toys. We get it, man. That's right, Rowdy Riles. You did. You showed up just in time, opening the show against one Kitsune. And now, Rowdy Riles and Kitsune about to lock horns here, ladies and gents. As always, welcome to the Gimmick Factory. I am your host, Tony Styles, and here we go. The action starts hot right out of the box. Kitsune and Rowdy Riles having a little issues with each other. Not appreciating how Kitsune scored a big-time victory last week over a debuting Rowdy Riles and the Edwards brothers. So she wants a little bit of redemption right now, and now with some offense scoring on Kitsune here. One would hope that Rowdy Riles can score a big-time W here on her singles debut, if you will, at the Gimmick Factory. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Ooh, kick to the back. Rowdy Riles fired up here on this Saturday afternoon to open up the show. Ladies and gentlemen, it's WrestleMania weekend, and we're bringing you some fantastic virtual action here. And crossbody, but misses. Looked like she might have slipped on some baby oil on those ropes. And now Kitsune going to toss her to the outside. Wait a minute, blocked. Rowdy Riles might have done her homework on Kitsune. Telegraphing her offense here. Wait a minute, another reversal. Look at Kitsune now. Fantastic aerial attacks here. Agility. Very impressive by one Kitsune. And now she's in the chat. Welcome, my love. You are opening the show here at the LSWA one-on-one against Rowdy Riles. And it's good to see you here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us live this Saturday afternoon WrestleMania weekend. As Kitsune goes one-on-one with Rowdy Riles. And here we go. 1, 2. And Rowdy Riles kicks out. Fantastic way to kick off Saturday afternoon slam here. Oh, fantastic tope over the rope right onto the spine of Rowdy Riles, who now rolls out of the ring to get a breather with Kitsune staying on top of her. Tombo calling her the crazy fox for a reason. He says she'll scratch her eyes right out. And I don't know if you can notice this, but she does have nails, which means she could scratch your eyes right out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in Same Time Toys, who will be in action tonight against Chad Hole, a.k.a. It's Chad. And look at Kitsune now. Can she go coast to coast? Wait a minute. Begging Riles to get up here. Now fought against it, but she's going to go for a springboard draw. Oh, she missed that one. Looked like she was going for possibly a West Coast pop. I don't know who put all this baby oil on the damn ropes. They're slipping all over the place. And now, Rowdy Riles got a submission hold here. Going to try to break the ankle, maybe wrench the knee out of the socket of Kitsune. Now drops the elbow right on Kitsune's chest. Now stomping her out. She's in trouble here. Kitsune now in a modified Boston Crab here. But look at that. Kitsune now seems to be a little frustrated here. Going to go to the ropes here. Going to go to the, oh, look at that. Beautiful high-risk maneuver. Hang off dividends here. Hey, here we go. One. Rowdy Riles kicks right out at one. He seems like he have to do more than that to put down the Rowdy one. Now Kitsune. Beautiful Spanish fly. Fantastic maneuver by Kitsune. This agility impressing me. Oh, wait a minute. Drops now. Fires up. Rowdy Riles here. Beautiful leg lariat. Kitsune now in some trouble here. Wait a minute. 1, 2. And Kitsune kicks out. I'll tell you something. Kitsune has probably bigger cojones than some of the men in the locker room. She doesn't care who you are. She'll go right after you. And oh, wait a minute. She just got busted open. I can see Kitsune's bleeding here with that knee to the face. And now a choke slam by Riles. Oh, goodness. Kitsune's in trouble here. 1, 2. And Kitsune just kicks out. What an opening contest here to start off Saturday Evening Slam. Thank you so much for joining us. Rowdy Riles now busting Kitsune right over to Kitsune now, telegraphing that kick. Seeing it coming in, a beautiful slice spread by Kitsune. Kitsune now going for it. 1, 2, and Riles kicks out. Fantastic competition here to open up the show. They're setting the tone here tonight. 1, 2, and kick out again. Beautiful standing shooting star press from Kitsune. The young lady displaying fantastic agility, fantastic dump right on her face. Wait a minute. 1, 2, and oh, wait a minute. I thought that was 3. Even Kitsune thought that was 3. She is now visibly frustrated with the testicular fortitude of one Rowdy Riles, who's kicking out, probably showing more guts than brains. Now, wait a minute now. Kitsune almost colliding with one Charles Robinson. And a beautiful backstabber by Kitsune. Now, look at this Kitsune, knowing Rowdy Riles trying to go to the outside. Cutting her off at the pass. Back in the ring is now Kitsune. Quickly now attacking, trying to go for that spinning DDT. But Riles just backsteps right out of it. Now has her in a full Boston Crab here. But Kitsune with that beautiful leg strength. Reversing it. And wait a minute now, Kitsune. Oh, she went for a drop kick but missed it here. Definitely Rowdy Riles doing her homework on Kitsune, knowing how fast she is. She's as quick as a hiccup. Oh, an Irish whip. And a beautiful double-A spine buster. Go right out for a cover. 1, 2. And Kitsune just kicks out. What a match you're seeing right now to open up the show. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Rowdy Riles smartly staying on top of Kitsune. As I said before, she'll come at you like a spider monkey. Get those eyes right out now. Riles going to the top rope, calling Kitsune to get to the feet. You are on the ballot. And look at that whirly bird maneuver there. Wait a minute, is it all? 1, 2. And Kitsune just kicks out. Fantastic match we're seeing right now between these two competitors. And now Riles going for a Canadian Destroyer. Drops Kitsune right on her head. This might do it for Kitsune. Rowdy Riles might have a successful debut here. Shining Wizard. Kitsune might have taken Riles a little too lightly too. And Riles gets the 3 count. Welcome to the LSWA singles victory for Rowdy Riles. And now even Kitsune angry. Kitsune trying to go after her. Kitsune taking a page out of Tobone's book. And Riles takes her right out. Throws her out like old newspapers. Fantastic opening contest here. I think you... Saturday afternoon slam. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. What a great match to open up the show. That is the hard hitting. Now they set the tone. Let's see what happens now. We have a triple threat match. Justin Booth takes on Alpha and, of course, Curbstomp. Now, as you know, recently, Alpha has been talking a lot of crap about Rey Mysterio. He is the number one contender for the WCW Cruiserweight Championship. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Triple threat action. We're going to start that out right now. I think Justin Booth will be joining us. Let me just, no, Alpha's coming out first. Here we go. Back to the gorilla position, yelling right in the face of the owner of the LSWA. I want a damn rematch. And Rowdy Riles falls behind her, says anytime, anywhere. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, there is a damn rivalry definitely brewing here at the LSWA. You can damn bet your ass that rematch will happen. I can guarantee you by the end of this show, I will be getting a note or an earful from the owner. As Alpha now in the ring awaiting his opponent. She wants a street fight. She just screamed a street fight. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited to see how next week's going to play out because we also have big-time action next week as the Saponi Werewolf goes one-on-one with J-Mac. Don't forget the smack talk that was happening yesterday during the pre-roll. Catch the pre-roll, obviously, every Friday right here on Legend Series channel. And ladies and gentlemen, action figure addict now here in the ring. He's awaiting his next opponent. Could be Curbstomp, but it is not. It is Justin Booth, the Saponi Werewolf.
And his opponents
coming out here,
Charlotte, North Carolina,
ready to go.
weighing in at 200.
Gonna take on action figure addict and Curbstomp of Curbstomp Films. Justin Booth here, of course, cut a promo right now. We're going to go to it before this match starts. Well, we'll get these entrances in first before we go to Justin Booth's promo. And he had something to say about his opponents right here tonight at the Gimmick Factory. And he is ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. Justin Booth here to take on all comers. And he's in for a fight of his life as he takes on the number one contender for the Cruiserweight Championship. And this young man, one half of the Hooligans, Curbstomp, of course, learning under the tutelage of his mentor, the Hot Rod, Roddy Piper. Now he's headed to the ring right now in triple threat action. Doesn't so much team up with the Hot Rod here, and he's on the WCW brand on Monday Nitro. That's when you see him teaming up with his mentor here. He gets it down in the singles variety, one-on-one or in triple threat action. And he will be representing himself here in these matches. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited to see how this plays out. Action figure addict Justin Booth and Curbstomp in a triple threat match. So far, I am highly impressed with that opening contest. Those two women came out and gave it everything they had. Neither one of them have anything to be ashamed of. Win or lose, you really set the tone for tonight. And this triple threat match has literally a mountain to climb to reach that bar that was just set by Rowdy Riles and Kitsune. And I'm being told that Kitsune is in the locker room right now. She is demanding a street fight, standing there with Tombo. Now, you know Tombo's got something to say, but before this match starts, we are going to go to a promo from Justin Booth and some words that he had for his opponents.
Over the past 2 weeks, I've been focused heavily on the Figure Fight Club and neglecting my ultimate goal, which is Cruiserweight Championship. Now, with that said, last week on LSWA Live, I went one-on-one with Tony Romo, aka Tony Fizz. Injured, not injured, doesn't really matter. He won the match fair and square. He didn't cheat. He didn't have his buddies jump me from behind. For that, Tony Romo, you have my respect. Now on to Alpha Red. The first time you beat me, I made no excuses. You beat me fair and square, clean in the middle of the ring, and for that, I had respect for you. Even after the last time that you and I went toe-to-toe, even in defeat, you had my respect. Your buddies, not so much. So here's what I'm offering you. Let's do this one more time. Only this time, let's do it in a 30-minute Iron Man match. The man that scores the most victories within 30 minutes wins the match. Ball's in your court, Alfred. What's it gonna be?
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. He's got to get through this triple threat match first, but he wants Alpha Red in the 30-minute Iron Man match next week. Or actually in 2 weeks, because he's still got to get through J-Mac as he challenged J-Mac next week. Let me tell you something, Justin Booth is laying every challenge out, just like Shane. These guys, they're very, very feisty guys you are. Oh, beautiful maneuver. Curbstomp, I think, hit Justin Booth with his own move. Fantastic competition. Right now, starting out a triple threat match following a fantastic opening contest. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot more action to come. We have a tag team match. Nico Tranas and debut Mason Rule. They take on the Voodoo Temple. Now, Justin is trying to go for a big-time elbow on Alpha. But Alpha, now look at this now. Drops him right down with a beautiful DDT. Action Figure Addict here. 4-1. Is the record for Action Figure Addict now. He is very successful here at the LSWA. Beautiful standing shooting star press. Let me tell you something, as annoying as it might be to some people that he went to the brass and complained to get a title shot. The young man is very good, and I feel like he could have just earned it had he just continued to work. But sometimes, you know, listen, when you're frustrated, you go to the boss and you complain, and sometimes it works out in your favor. And right now, I know Eric Bischoff has told him that in order to maybe shut people up, you got to come to the LSWA's Gimmick Factory and compete in match after match after match like this, score some dubs, and maybe that'll shut up the crowd. But wait a minute now, Justin Booth kicks out, Curbstomp. I think Curbstomp might be the sleeper of the LSWA roster. Some have told him recently that Roddy Piper might be holding him back a bit. He doesn't want to hear it, obviously, as his mentor. But when he's here by himself, he seems to have great success. So could that be true? And God forbid if Curbstomp starts to believe it, what could happen between him and Hot Rod? But Irish Whip now on Alpha. A beautiful maneuver by Alpha, dropping the Saponi Werewolf, who looks like he has put on about 15 pounds of muscle. Beautiful DDT again. Alpha now smartly attacking both men, keeping both men down. As I said before, the man is very talented. He can get the job done. Beautiful reversal by the Saponi Werewolf, Dragon Screw Leg Whip. Now Irish Whip and a beautiful drop kick by Curbstomp. As I said before, this guy's a sleeper. Look at this now. Working over Action Figure Addict. Calling him up, telling him to get up to his feet. He might have something planned here for him. What's he going to do now? He's just punching him in the face. And an X Factor by Curbstomp. Now wait a minute. Saponi Werewolf now scraping the eyes of Curbstomp, trying to rip those glasses off. Being told they're being held on by some elastic band that cannot be broken. It's an unbreakable bound. Maybe magic is involved. We don't know here at the LSWA. Wait a minute now. Kicks Alpha right into the corner. Does Justin Booth with Curbstomp now grabbing Justin and walking him over and smashing his head into the corner. And now Curbstomp focused on those beautiful maneuver by Curbstomp onto Alpha. But the Saponi Werewolf smartly staying right on top of Curbstomp. Now wait a minute, Curbstomp going for what looks like a pedigree. Drops Saponi down to a pedigree. Alpha is still completely dazed and confused on the ropes. Two. And oh man, Justin Booth just kicked out. And now, finally, Action Figure Addict finally got his wits about him. Irish whips Curbstomp off the ropes now, tries to go. Oh, look at this beautiful maneuver by Action Figure Addict. Drops Curbstomp. But did not pay attention to Justin Booth, who now steps right in between the two. But look at these men know each other very well, it seems. Say what you want, these guys must do their homework here before they come to LSWA. Beautiful Curbstomp by Curbstomp. He did it to Action Figure out. The Saponi Werewolf completely takes 2. Oh, man, Saponi Werewolf just broke that up. Ladies and gentlemen. And now look at this. Justin Booth stomping on the abs of Action Figure Addict. Trying to break a rib or two. And now beautiful Superman punch by Justin Booth. Right on a curb stomp. Knocking him almost completely out. Now wait a minute here. Action Figure Addict trying to make a comeback, but curb stomp right on. Beautiful move by curb stomp, attacking him right from behind. And now jumping all over Justin Booth here with an Irish whip off the ropes. Curb stomp now. A beautiful kick to the chest. Trying to knock all the wind out of Justin Booth, who needs the ropes to help himself up here. And curb stomp now right on fire. Now attacking Action Figure Addict, raking his eyes right across the ropes. Shades of his mentor, the Hot Rod. Look at this man is fired up here tonight on Saturday Evening Slam. He's going to go. Beautiful maneuver right on the Saponi Werewolf. But wait a minute now, Action Figure Addict. Is he going to powerbomb him? Oh, wait, he's going to do something that seems worse. Jesus, he dumps him right on his dome. That's got to do it for curb stomp. But now the Saponi Werewolf getting right up to his feet. Beautiful gutbuster by the Saponi Werewolf. Now turning his attention right over to curb stomp. Almost clotheslining over the top rope, but curb stomp couldn't get over. And a beautiful code breaker by the Saponi Werewolf. And now curb stomp, she got an instinct, tossing Justin Booth over in a judo hip toss. And now Action Figure Addict trying to get this dub. Wait a minute here, look at this now. Beautiful sit-out powerbomb by Action Figure Addict. Now attacking Justin Booth. Jesus Christ. Trying to snap their spine over the ropes. These men, it seems like they have a lot of hatred for each other. A beautiful neck breaker by Action Figure Addict. Now, wait a minute, curb stomp. Trying to go for a German suplex. But now sidesteps a knee to the face. Grabbing Alpha, slamming his head in the corner. Wait a minute here. What kind of maneuver is this? Buckle bomb by curb stomp. Justin Booth right in the perfect position. Punches curb stomp right in the face, but now focused on Action Figure Addict. Oh, hits him with the coup de grace. Double stomp to the abs. Action Figure Addict is on Dream Street right now. And now, wait a minute, with a beautiful reversal to the curb stomp. Beautiful reversal. Now they focus their attention on curb stomp. And look at this move. Beautiful gutbuster by Justin Booth. Now, wait a minute. Should have focused on Action Figure Addict before going for that pin. Wait a minute now. Action Figure Addict's got Justin Booth. Now, beautiful maneuver there. Wait a minute. 1, 2. And Justin Booth just kicks out. Saponi Werewolf howling at the moon right now, trying to survive. As Action Figure Addict now focuses his attention. He's going to hit curb stomp with that insane maneuver again. And dumped right on his head. Jesus, he should go for the pin there. He's dumping him right on his head. And now, wait a minute. He's going for that Tiger Driver. Beautiful maneuver. 1, 2. And Action Figure Addict almost scoring a big-time victory. Curb stomp just breaking it up. And a beautiful sling blade by curb stomp. Trying to maneuver Action Figure Addict maybe into the center of the ring. Maybe he needs to focus his attention on Justin Booth, and he does. Wait a minute, he might be hitting Justin Booth with that curb stomp. He hit Justin Booth with a curb stomp. He just hit Justin Booth with that curb stomp. He should go for the pin, but he's not. Maybe trying to add a little insult to injury here. Whoa, he just kicked him right in the face, knocking Justin Booth completely out. And now beautiful snap suplex by Action Figure Addict, who now kicks Justin Booth in his head. Justin Booth might need to be worried about a concussion here. Now he kicks Action Figure Addict right to the stomach. Just seems like now he's acting on instinct here. Wait a minute, now going for what looks like, it will look like an abdominal slam. And these men are reversing each other. Knee right to the face by curb stomp. And wait a minute, Justin Booth hits with the Bloody Sunday. Justin Booth just go for the pin, but he's not. Justin Booth trying to make sure that these men don't get up. And another beautiful maneuver. Go for the pin, Justin. Just do it. And now it's too late. Action figure addict. And with Jesus, man, these men. Wait a minute, now they're double teaming Curbstomp. What's going on right now? I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Jeff, for joining us. Thank you guys for coming in and right now and hanging out with us. Now, wait a minute, action figure addict. Trying to, wait a minute, beautiful reversal by Justin Booth, who now chop blocks the knee, the bad knee, it seems. As you can see, the brace on action figure addict. So far, you're on the second match right now, Samuel Edwards. And look at the kicks here. Kicks to Justin Booth's head, who has literally suffered a lot of and Curbstomp scores another time, big time victory here. As I said before, Justin Booth definitely suffered a concussion because he took some shots to the dome. Like, let's be honest here, right here, let's look at this right now. I mean, Curbstomp started the punishment on the head of Justin Booth and then finished it off with them kicks. And now Curbstomp winning the second match. Look at this drop kick right to the corner. And as I said before, this match was fantastic. I mean, it was a high drama from beginning to end. And Justin Booth might have to have his work cut out for him, as next week he takes on J-Mac one-on-one. And then, of course, after that, called out Alpha Red to a 30-minute Iron Man match. The Curbstomp dealt out some serious damage to his opponents here. And now, wait a minute here. I mean, this was a fantastic match. It's almost like you guys know that it's WrestleMania weekend. You guys are putting it all on the line, and we still have a 10-man gauntlet main event for you. I mean, there was so much action here. There's so many replays right now happening. And I thought Action Figure Act was going to win this. I mean, I thought that was it right there. I definitely for sure thought that was it right there. I mean, look at he and everybody. These curb stomps, man. Justin Booth's head was definitely in the red. Because after these Kawada kicks to the head, Justin Booth had literally no answer.
Here's your winner.
Out of it. I know right now the doctor is probably checking on Justin Booth as he might have suffered a concussion. He's laid out here on the outside. As now Charles Robinson might be throwing up the X here. Justin Booth took some serious damage here tonight at the hands of Alpha 112 and Curbstomp. Oh, look at this J-Mac now talking a little smack in the locker room right now, saying the only reason the doctor, he's telling the doctor to say that so he can get out of his match with J-Mac. But I can guarantee you this, if the doctor gives him the clearance, Justin Booth will be here next week to take on J-Mac. But we got to make sure that he's going to be okay. But up next, one-on-one competition, Stacey Hatch takes on Virgo Cool. Who now waits, look at this, Stacey Hatch just hits the ring. And look at this, they are just brawling. Maybe something was said backstage. I don't know what's going on here. But they didn't even get an entrance. Virgo Cool came out here while I was talking and just called out Stacey Hatch, who hit the ring immediately and went right at Virgo Cool. And in they go. They're attacking each other right away. This action is coming on right out of the box between Virgo Cool and Stacey Hatch. Beautiful leg drop by Virgo. And now Virgo hitting the top rope. She's waiting for Stacey to get up here. And a beautiful cross body by Virgo Cool. Letting it all hang out, hitting her with everything she's got. And now hitting the ropes, you're going to go for what looks like a neck breaker, but Stacey Hatch smartly rolls out of the way. Beautiful spear. She just hit her with the spear. And now Virgo smartly rolls out of the ring, but now look at this now. Virgo trying to go, but whoa, wait a minute, just almost tried to get out of it, but Stacey hurt herself while taking out Virgo Cool. And of course, Brown Fox now watching the monitor in the back. It's not waiting. Stacey Hatch goes for a pin, but it's reversed by Virgo Cool. 1, 2, And how's it going? Samuel Edwards will be in the main event of the gauntlet match with 9 other guys with the likes of Tombone, Jay Woods, and Don Curvin. Blake Tarpley, Mython the Python, and Jeff Areno also in that match. And wait a minute now, beautiful dropkick, but Stacey Hatch sidesteps it. And now is attacking Virgo Cool like a banshee. Gonna sprinkle some of that seasoning on her. As you know, in the locker room, she's known as Very Best Stacey Hatch. Always sprinkles on them seasonings. And Virgo Cool, cooler than the autumn breeze, is now in firm control of Stacey Hatch. Beautiful maneuver now. He going for a bulldog and nails the bulldog on Stacey Hatch. And wait a minute, I'm being told now, Rowdy Riles has officially accepted the challenge to a street fight between her and Kitsune. As I said before, if you missed it, the opening contest between Kitsune and Rowdy Riles really hit an absolute fever pitch, and now their rivalry is officially started. Now, wait a minute, Virgo go for it all. But Stacey Hatch just kicks out. Now Virgo Cool measuring Stacey Hatch now, making sure she gets up here. Wait a minute now, going for it all. Looks like a submission. I go short, she's going for a sunset flip. What kind of shit is this? She's got her locked up in a submission, but Stacey does not tap. And Virgo now trying to figure out what she's got to do to keep Stacey Hatch down. Going to the top rope. Beautiful elbow drop by Virgo Cool. Just dropped on her like an autumn storm. And another neck breaker by Virgo, really working over the head and neck of Stacey Hatch. And here we go. Virgo Cool placating to this LSWA crowd as she hits the ropes and nails a beautiful springboard drop kick, putting down Stacey Hatch. But Stacey Hatch now a little angry, kicking Virgo right in the head, and now going for what looks like a beautiful neck breaker maneuver. Puts down Virgo and goes through the pin here. Stacey Hatch, 1, 2, and Virgo just kicked out. I thought Stacey Hatch was going to go 2-0. Hey, Action Figure Addict just joining us. You unfortunately lost, but you didn't get pinned in a triple threat match against this opponent, Werewolf and Curbstomp. And wait a minute now, goes for it all here. Virgo, 1, 2, and Virgo. Oh my goodness, I thought that was a 3 count. Stacey Hatch just kicks out at 2 3/4. And now Virgo Cool locks on a head scissor and elbows Stacey right to the top of the head. And now wait a minute. Virgo Cool now Irish whipping Stacey Hatch. And a beautiful Irish whip maneuver. Oh, look at that cartwheel and the knee right to the face. Puts down Stacey Hatch and tries to go for a split-legged leg drop. But Stacey Hatch moves right out of the way. 1. And Virgo Cool just kicks out. Wait a minute now. Stacey Hatch now giving it all she's got. She's firing off forearm blows right to the head of Virgo Cool, trying to bust her wide open here at the Gimmick Factory here on Saturday, WrestleMania weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining us this afternoon. I greatly appreciate it. And Virgo Cool, beautiful tope over the top rope into a leg drop. Now she's going back up to the high rent district. She's calling for Stacey Hatch to get up to her feet here. Beautiful crossbody by Virgo Cool. Virgo now, she's got something planned here. Going for that leg drop again, but Stacey smartly rolling right out of the way for a second time. I guess she knows if she hits that maneuver, that's it for her. Now leapfrog by Virgo Cool. Bump up by Virgo Cool. That might do it. 1, 2, 3. Virgo Cool scores a big-time victory over Stacey Hatch. Hitting her with the old bump, or thump, as the JYD Junkyard Dog used to refer to it as. Fantastic match right here at LSWA's Gimmick Factory on Saturday Evening Slam. And Virgo Cool scoring a big-time victory here on Saturday afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining me. I appreciate you. We got plenty of action still to come here trying to watch TakeOver and this at work. Action figure out, and you're trying to do the work of a superhero. We appreciate you. But ladies and gentlemen, don't get caught. That's all I can tell you. We appreciate you for watching. Virgo Cool scores a big-time victory. I hope she's watching Roughshod while Rada watches in the locker room. That's a close eye on Virgo Cool, as you all know, the distant cousin of Urzuli. So every now and again, Virgo will get protected by the Voodoo Temple. If anybody's wondering why, that is why. And hits it with that old JYD thump, dropping Stacey Hatch right where she stood. Charles Robinson getting that 3 count.
Here is your winner.
And there you are right there, ladies and gentlemen. Virgo Cool scores a big-time victory here at the Gimmick Factory on Saturday Afternoon Slam. Rolling in with some momentum the next week. As coming up next, I think it might be tag team action. I could be wrong. No, I am wrong. Singles competition, Hella Dope Toys versus the Mega Powers when Teddy Darklaw takes on Yojo Jerk one-on-one for podcast supremacy here at the Gimmick Factory. Ladies and gentlemen, I am excited to see how this plays out. Ted Darklaw going one-on-one with Yojo Jerk. Gotta find Teddy's theme song. Here, this classic track jacket and towel. He is ready, talking some smack to the LSWA audience. He's going one-on-one in his Gimmick Factory debut. I don't know if he wrestled last week in Gimmick Factory. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not sufficiently baked enough to remember. But I'll tell you this. He's going one-on-one with Yojo Jerk. And I'm excited to see how this plays out, ladies and gentlemen. But we are here. I'm excited. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited to see how this plays out. And here we go. Ooh, wait a minute, I'm sorry. Dealing with some bullshit on the old screen here. I forgot to play Yojo Jerk's theme. There it is. Yojo Jerk is here. Obviously, you'll catch this edit on the LSWA YouTube. Everything will be where it's supposed to be. And I am excited to see how this plays out. One-on-one competition. Yojo Jerk takes on Teddy Darklaw. Yojo Jerk got a lot to say here. Teddy got the throne. That's right, he does got the throne. And Yojo Jerk, your WCW television champion's got a tall order ahead of him in the form of one Tony Spiggs at Slamboree coming in a week or two. And right now he's at the Gimmick Factory non-title competition against one Ted Darklaw. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here on this afternoon, Saturday afternoon slam, right before WrestleMania. And of course, today at 6 p.m., you can catch Same Time Toys as he goes live with one Woody Triple Deuce when they bring back Smokin' Joe's. Now look at this now, lock up, goes right to the corner now. Clean break, and they lock back up. And now wait a minute, he locks up again. These two men evenly matched, if you ask me. Now wait a minute, that breaks it up again. I know what I just said. And wait a minute, look at that Teddy Darklaw just trying to buy some time and hits him with a beautiful springboard DDT. And now he's punching Jerk right in the face and slams Jerk right off the canvas, hoping to smash those glasses right off his face. But if it's using some form of magic, his glasses don't break at all, as Teddy Darklaw has the same form of magic, because he's wearing his spectacles so he can see. And beautiful maneuver here by Teddy Darklaw, displaying some fantastic agility, completely taking Jerk off his game. And now Jerk in some trouble here as Teddy Darklaw stays right on top of the WCW television champion. And you got to wonder, if Teddy Darklaw scores a big-time victory here tonight against Jerk, will that put him in line at WCW for a television title shot in the future? As Teddy Darklaw is in firm control here, Jerk has no answer for Teddy Darklaw right now. Irish whip off the ropes. Drop down goes Teddy. Beautiful leapfrog by Teddy Darklaw. Now, wait a minute. Beautiful German suplex. Man, oh man, Teddy Darklaw trying to prove to the brass that he deserves a television title shot. And now, wait a minute. Jerk finally might have had enough here. Blocks the elbow, but wait a minute. Teddy fires back. And a beautiful drop kick by Teddy Darklaw drops Yojo Jerk. Now he drops double knees to the abdomen of Yojo Jerk. That might have knocked all the air out of Yojo Jerk. 1, 2, and a kick out by Yojo Jerk. Fantastic action here at the LSWA's Gimmick Factory. As Teddy Darklaw puts the boots to Yojo Jerk, and now he's got him in a dragon sleeper. But wait a minute now, Jerk finally reversing with some knees. Now Teddy dropping him with another clothesline, 2 clotheslines in a row. Teddy now gonna hit those ropes. Springboard drop kick right off the chest of Jerk. Now placating to the LSWA crowd. Man, oh man, Teddy Darklaw fired up here. And beautiful blue thunder bomb by Teddy Darklaw. Could have went for a pin there, but chose not to do it. As he is now really firing on all cylinders against Yojo Jerk. Beautiful haluva kick right there. He calls it the Hella Dope. Kick right to the face. 1, 2, 3. He just beat Yojo Jerk clean. Oh man, Teddy Darklaw, you definitely got put on the map right there with a clean victory over Yojo Jerk. Look at this offensive thing. I mean, Jesus, this barrage. Teddy Darklaw came here like a man possessed tonight, really attacking Yojo Jerk. I guess knowing that if he could prove to the brass that he could get it done against Yojo Jerk, they might line him up for a television title opportunity in the future. And man, what an offensive barrage here by Teddy Darklaw. He hits him with this beautiful hella dope boot right to the face. And there you have it. 1, 2, 3. Your winner, Teddy Darklaw. Man, I am impressed with that victory by Teddy Darklaw as he scores probably the biggest victory of his life when he, one-on-one, no problem, puts down Yojo Jerk. Now look at this playing in the crowd. What else do I have to do? I don't consider it a squash match unless it says lackluster. It said good, so it's good enough for me. Speak of the devil tag team action right here. Rada and the Voodoo Temple battle it out against Mason Rule, a.k.a. 6'10" Yojo Daddy. And, of course, his new buddy and best pal, Nico Tranas, in a tag team match. I'm excited to see how this is going to go. So let's get to the ring and let's see how this plays out. Fantastic action tonight here at the LSWA's Gimmick Factory. I appreciate you all for being here. Please hit that like button. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't. And if you want to join the membership, if you want to be a part of this insane action, please join the membership. And we will get you right in here. And you will be a part of this fantastic action. Here he comes, the debuting Mason Rule. Nico Tranas must be on an apple box. As Mason Rule stands 6'10",
271 pounds,
almost 300 pounds, and made a name for himself playing college basketball. Now he is here at the LSWA. Wants to score some glory in the squared circle, wants to grab the old brass ring, and wants to do it with Nico Tranas' help. Nico Tranas now really giving Yojo Daddy an earful. As they come to the ring, they will be taking on the Voodoo Temple. Those dark bastards. Nico Tranas, to me, I might have one of the best teams in LSWA, by the way. I fucking love this show. But Nico Tranas now screaming into the face of Yojo Daddy. I don't know why Nico Tranas looks taller, but I guess that's just the entrance. But he is definitely not taller. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The lights have gone out in the LSWA Gimmick Factory. And you hear that music, that is the music of the Voodoo Temple. Rada, Sandy, and Bones. Recently on WCW Thunder, I am told on Monday night that will air, they teamed up with a special WCW legend in their 4-on-4 match with the Four Horsemen. But right now it's just the three of them, two of which will be in this tag team match. Rada and Sandy. Sandy also 7 feet tall. Rada 6'6". There is a lot of beef and cheese in this ring tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So it's going to be big, meaty men slapping meat. You ain't going to expect a flip, no cruiserweight crap here. Just going to be meaty men slapping some meat. Right here at the Gimmick Factory. Live on the Legend Series YouTube. And Rada now sits in his rocking chair as he contemplates the punishment that he's about to delve out on his opponents. Rada, Sandy, and Bones. Man, do these guys give me the heebie-jeebies. They scare the damn crap out of me. And up comes Rada now. Rada now praying to Joe Boo Tony Fox. Consulted the Bones. And is now ready to slap some meat here at the Gimmick Factory. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us this Saturday afternoon. I appreciate you for suspending your disbelief along with me and having a blast here before WrestleMania kicks off at 7 p.m., before Smokin' Joe's kicks off at 6 p.m. Shane from Same Time Toys and Woody Triple Deuce, the Smokin' Joes, will be live today after LSWA. You head on over to Same. It was definitely the manager that messed it up. Wait a minute now. Let me just point this out. Mason Rule is 6'10", and he still looks small up against the 7'5" Rada. I apologize. 7'5" Rada as he tosses Mason Rule down with a big time body slam. Now a double axe handle to the back does Rada. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here at the LSWA. We apologize for those technical difficulties. Of course, as I said before, catch the full replay on the LSWA's YouTube. It will be fully edited and corrected the correct way. It's now Sandy in complete control of Mason Rule, who makes his debut here tonight. You guys know him as 6'10" Yojo Daddy. And now gets dropped across the knee of Sandy, who now tags in the big man, Rada, who is apparently the smaller of the two. But Rada stands at 6'7". Now, these two men going to work here on the debuting Mason Rule Irish Whip. Big time back body drop, just drops Big Daddy right there on his keister. And now Sandy with a big time neck breaker, flipping right over Mason Rule. 1, 2, and a kick out. Sorry, I have a text message I have to answer. I'm sorry, but right now the action in the ring is heating up as Rada drops a big-time leg drop right on the chest. And Yojo Daddy in a big-time elbow, uncharacteristic of Rada going to the top rope. Now Nico now coming in and smartly breaks it up. Nico now screaming at Mason Rule to get up as Rada now tags in Sandy. They're just going to continue the punishment, the Voodoo Temple here. One, right in for a cover. Now Mason Rule smartly rolls out to get a breather. But Sandy now going to stay right on top of him. Stomping him out right now, live here at the Gimmick Factory. Welcoming Yojo Daddy the hard way here to the LSWA. As he is now wrenching the neck of Mason Rule trying to tear some tendons and ligaments. Trying to seriously hurt him. As I said before, Sandy possessed by Joe Boo Tony Fox. Slips right over that top rope, makes it easy. And Yojo Daddy trying to drop Sandy, but can't. And Sandy, man, getting him right up. It tosses him like a ragdoll. Like I said before, Mason Rule is 6'10", almost 300 pounds, and he's tossed around like a ragdoll. And now Rada go for pin here. 1, 2. And Mason just kicks out again. Mason definitely has to get a tag to Nico Tranas. Definitely the fresh man right now. Nico now screaming over to Mason and make the tag. And Rada now, beautiful boot right to the mouth of Mason Rule. Mason might be getting welcomed in here really like the hard way. I mean, gang mentality. We might be getting jumped in tonight into the LSWA. As the Voodoo Temple is really trying to have their way, but now finally making a comeback is Mason Rule. Irish whips Rada into his corner now. Can he get a tag to Nico Tranas? And he does. Nico now getting in the ring here. Nico now big time punch to the abdomen and now kicks. Fancy footwork by Nico Tranas. If you're going to give the scientifics an edge, you would definitely give it to Nico Tranas. 1. Kicks out. Nico just trying to get a victory, trying to get away from the Voodoo Temple here. As he knows what these two gentlemen are capable of. He took on Rada one-on-one last week. And now Rada gets a tag to the big man Sandy, who comes in and now levels Nico Tranas. Now Nico trying to find an answer for Sandy, but can't, just collides right with the chest. And Sandy just no-sells it. Oh, wait a minute now. Nico Tranas' abs being driven into those spikes of the vest of Sandy. Gotta be careful there. They might cut up your abs. He collides with him again. Sandy doesn't even move and he just drops Nico Tranas. Beautiful maneuver by Sandy, dropping Nico Tranas. Like I said, these guys in their debut tag team, they've just now created this tag team called Nico Daddy. They might be in some trouble here. Nico thought he would get some help in the form of a 6'10" insurance policy. Whoa, wait a minute. We're going to see the Doomsday, look, the biggest Doomsday device you'll ever see. Dropping Nico Tranas. And yes, Mason Rule going to break that up just in time. As they just put Nico down completely for the count. With the big time Doomsday device. The sidewalk slam by Rada in firm control right now of Nico Tranas here at the Gimmick Factory. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule on Saturday, WrestleMania Saturday, to come hang out with me. I appreciate you. So here we go. Now wait a minute here. Irish whip Rada now. And a beautiful just flapjack right on the mat, displaying his power, but Rada kicks out at 2. Mason Rule now finally getting the opportunity to display some of his power. I don't know why you look so short in the ring, and I'm going to figure that out. If you look shorter than Nico, I'm sure. So maybe the 6'10" thing. Yeah, because you look shorter than Nico Tranas. This is a little bit how the sausage is made. You're finding a little bit of inside baseball here. Sorry. But here we go. We're back. That is supposed to be a 6'10" monster. For some reason, he looks like he's 6'2". I don't know why. And now Nico finally in control of Rada, telling Rada to get his ass back up. Rada now back to his feet. Nico trying to go for that spear off the second rope, but misses it. Rada now trying to mount an offense against Nico. He's going to Irish whip him into his corner. Now Rada trying to go for a punch, but Nico reverses it. Nico now, like I said, knows Rada a little bit as he did work him last week at the Gimmick Factory. Drops him with a little bit of snake eyes. Now Nico hitting the ropes here. Beautiful elbow by Nico Tranas. Nico Tranas trying to stay in firm control of the Voodoo Temple because at any second now the Voodoo Temple can flip the script on you. And here we go now. Wait a minute. They're going to hit him with their own Doomsday device here. Nico Tranas. Beautiful maneuver. Nico Tranas. And Mason Rule dropped Rada with a beautiful maneuver. And Sandy just breaks up the count. Nico Tranas and Mason Rule proving to the Voodoo Temple that they're not afraid of them. Their magic doesn't work on these two gentlemen, as it might have, because maybe Rada shrunk Mason Rule, because Mason Rule's supposed to be 6'10", and for some reason doesn't seem that way. He seems very short. And in he comes now, trying to mount a comeback again, but Rada quickly cutting him off and drops him with a beautiful short on clothesline. Nico now screaming at Rada. Now, wait a minute now. Mason Rule, Irish Whip reversal. Now Mason Rule gonna get walked over to the corner by Rada as he gets punched right in the face, and now Rada working over Mason with a big time hammer to the back. Welcome Gilbert. As always, Alicia Gilbert, which is Gilbert's character, will be debuting next week on Saturday at the Gimmick Factory. And Rada misses the splash. Mason now going to the corner, going to tag in Nico Tranas. Nico now getting in the ring here. Nico needs to stay on top of Rada to make sure he can secure this victory for Nico Daddy. Now wait a minute, Nico now get Irish Whips right in his own corner. And now fires back a punch right to Rada's face, and another punch here. Rada trying to fend Nico off, and he does. Walking back over to the monster Sandy, who is now, looks like he's going to pick the bones of Nico Tranas, as he now literally just works over Nico's leg. And Sandy hits the ropes and goes for an elbow, but Nico telegraphs it slowly. Now going for a cover here. One. Wait, reversed by Sandy. 1, 2. And Nico just kicks out. Nico Tranas took a lot of punishment at the hands of Rada and Sandy before. I don't know how much these two gentlemen have left in the tank against the Voodoo Temple here. A beautiful stun gun across the ropes by Sandy. Now he's going to tag in his boss, his leader, the head priest of the Voodoo Temple, Rada. As he has said multiple times, Joe Boo Tony Fox tells him that he demands a sacrifice, and I guess today the sacrifice might come at the hands of Nico Tranas and Mason Rule, as the Voodoo Temple is, oh man, now here we go. Another big time doomsday device puts down Nico Tranas for the count. Mason Rule better get in here, Rod. And Mason Rule does. If they're going to get a win here, they're going to have to take out Mason Rule. Mason Rule's got to fight the size of 6'10", even though he doesn't look like he's 6'10", even though he should be. And Mason Rule now making sure that the Nico Daddies don't go home empty-handed. Now Nico kicks right in the chest by Sandy, trying to knock all the air out of Nico's chest. And wait a minute, Nico Irish Whip Sandy in the corner now. Wait a minute now, here we go. We're just getting doomsday devices left and right. Beautiful maneuver on the big man. Nico Tranas displaying some serious strength. 1, 2. Oh man, Sandy just kicked out. Rada not in time to break the count up. But Sandy able to make the kick out on his own volition. And Irish whipped into the corner now. But wait a minute, before they had time to do a tag team maneuver, Sandy breaks it up. And Sandy now's got Yojo Daddy by the throat, punches him right in the stomach. Man, that might do it for Mason Rule here. Mason Rule Irish whipped into the corner as, oh my God, Sandy just stalking his prey. Now Irish whip does Mason Rule, now goes for a big time back body drop again. Dropped right on his keister, but makes a tag to Nico Tranas. As Rada now clothesline by Neek. Neek now going to fire off some kicks. Nico Tranas knows what he's got to do to get a victory on a guy the likes of Rada. And now Mason Rule accidentally looked like he hit Nico Tranas and leveled Nico Tranas. These guys are a new tag team. This might happen. These kinks in the armor here might happen. Nico trying to maybe get this back in order here. Now, wait a minute, Nico. Beautiful maneuver by Nico Tranas. Drops Rada right on his face, and now he's waiting. He's measuring Rada, waiting for Rada to get up to his feet. And whoa, wait a minute, he's going to go for a choke slam. Beautiful choke slam by Nico Tranas. Sandy now getting in the ring. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Nico Tranas scores a big-time victory here over the Voodoo Temple. What a match. What a tag team match. I thought the Voodoo Temple was in firm control here, but Nico Tranas smartly using Yojo Daddy as bait in the corner to distract Sandy, who went right after Yojo Daddy instead of breaking up the count. And now Nico Tranas and Yojo Daddy score a big-time victory over the Voodoo Temple. I mean, look at this right here. Bang! They just dropped Yojo Daddy. And look at this fantastic elbow by Rada. They really did give everything they had to Nico Daddy. And Nico Daddy pulling out a fantastic come-from-behind victory here at the LSWA Gimmick Factory. We have plenty more action to come, ladies and gentlemen. But you are still continuing to see the replays from this fantastic tag team match. Nico Tranas finally pulling out a big-time victory here at the Gimmick Factory. Last week scored a loss by Rada. I mean, look at these doomsday devices by these two tag teams. Both having fantastic moves, but this was the move that did it right here. The sit-out chokeslam by Nico Tranas puts down Rada, and something tells me that the rivalry between Rada and Nico Tranas is far from over here at the Gimmick Factory. As you know, Nico Tranas, a WWF contracted wrestler, and Yojo Daddy, a contracted wrestler to the WWF on the Raw brand, as the Voodoo Temple of the WCW brand. So this is great interpromotional rivalries happening right now. And I love what I'm seeing, but I don't like the fact that Yojo Daddy is not 6'10". I don't know why you're not 6'10". That's really chatting. We'll fix that before I wrap this up. But thank you so much for hanging out. Let's get to the next match. We've seen some great competition so far. We've seen some promos from Justin Booth. We've seen a promo from Rowdy Riles. We still got 2 more promos. Okay? We got one from Shane Edwards. Speak of the devil. Ladies and gentlemen. Shane Edwards called out Chad Hole, or AKA It's Chad, over the week, and Chad happily accepted. These are Shane's words.
Well, look who it is. It's Chad, coming in here like it's the Lord's scale. Well, Mr. 10K, I'm your first stop, and I don't think you're going to enjoy this classified beatdown. I'm going to show you a shiltastic time in the spandex scale, son. It's going to be the war of the scales, and I'm going to settle this score classified style. I'm going to show you articulation that those old Joes never dreamed of. Highest style. And you better tell your boss Bobby when I get done beating on you gridiron style, I'm coming for that smoke, baby, because I want the top dog in this fight.
You heard it right there. Shane Edwards calling out one Bobby Vala. The question is, will Bobby Vala join the membership? And first off, he might have to subscribe to Legend Series. But if he does and he joins the membership, will Bobby Vala answer the challenge of Shane Edwards? And let me tell you something. This commentator right here, I might not know Bobby Vala personally, but I can guarantee you, if Bobby Vala joins the ranks of the LSWA, he will, in fact, accept that challenge. But only time will tell here. But let me tell you this first. Shane, you gotta beat Chad Hole before you can even challenge Bobby Vala. Let's get there, ladies and gentlemen. Shane from Same Time Toys takes on Chad Hole one-on-one. Now, I don't have It's Chad's theme song just yet. So, I gotta give it to him. So, for now, he will come out with laser pants. It's Chad. But that being said,
The following contest
out comes the
is
Edwards
scheduled for
brothers.
one fall.
Sam
Ladies
Edwards, of
ready
course,
to
in the
ring.
main event gauntlet
Accompanied
tonight.
by the Wonder Daniel
And Shane, St. Tom Toys, hold out. Chad said, I want you one-on-one, folks. Chad happily answered. I think this is the pre-main. I could be wrong. I don't know. Because I don't know anymore. I think it's the main event, yeah. This is the pre-main. No, actually, there's one more match.
And his opponent.
And here comes Chad. I'm sorry.
New Mexico.
I gave him the Ultimate Warrior's entrance because I figured it would work with his theme song. And Chad is here fired up, got the headphones on, the sunglasses, and off go the fireworks. It's Chad in the house, ready to go. Debuts here tonight at the LSWA Gimmick Factory. Welcome, Chad Hall, to the LSWA as he goes one-on-one with Shane Edwards, a.k.a. St. Todd Toys, who called him out. And he is here, the Ultimate Warrior, Chad Hall. In this LSWA crowd fired up right now. They are excited to see him here at the Gimmick Factory. Chad is here, fired up. I am fired up. Let's see how this match plays out. Chad takes on Shane Edwards. And of course, as you know, Chad Hall, serviceman, we thank him for his service. He is now, of course, wearing the BDUs, wearing his military dress outfit. And there we go, Shane Edwards. Now look at this, Shane Edwards showing us that he might be more scientific when it comes to the pro wrestling game. And now Chad, listen, Chad is debuting here. So Chad coming out of the training facility. We don't know what training facility he came out of yet. We're going to find that out as the weeks go on, as we get more notes on Chad Hall. He's making his debut against Shane Edwards right now. Say, of course, Sam Edwards watching on. And now Shane Edwards in trouble here. And look at this now, beautiful. Now, wait a minute. Now, Chad's showing some of them scientifics that I was just talking about. Maybe a little bit more scientifical than I gave him credit for. And now, Chad and listen, Nico Tranas asking why his friends got to fight. You got to ask Shane Edwards why. Shane Edwards calling out Chad as soon as Chad was gifted a membership and said, yeah, hell yeah, I'll join the ranks of the LSWA. As soon as Shane Edwards saw that, he started, his kind of chops started whittling. He couldn't wait to get his hands on Chad here. But look at this fantastic chain wrestling between Shane Edwards and Chad Hall. Well, it's Chad for all you YouTubers out there. Fantastic. I mean, I didn't expect to see this kind of scientifics right now from both of these men, but I'm highly impressed. And look at that. Chad now puts down. Shane goes for a recovery here. One. And Shane kicks right out at one. That is very true. Just Jeff coming from the back. I as always have a microphone over at the monitor in the back, and I'm hearing Jeff Lorino say, why would Shane want to pick a fight with a trained killer, a military man? But I guess Shane wants to prove to himself and this LSWA roster that if he can take on the best of the best, then maybe he should have title after title after title opportunity. And of course now Chad screaming from the ring, I'm a lover, not a fighter, damn it. But Chad now proving that he might be both. He might not just be a fighter because he's a lover. He is also a fighter as he is taking the fight to Shane Edwards right now. And Shane Edwards might be in serious trouble as Chad Hall is standing tall. I know that kind of rhymed. I appreciate that. Now, look at this now. Chad Hall stopping a mud hole in Shane Edwards and trying to walk it dry, but Shane Edwards now reversing and dropping Chad right on his keister. And now tossing Chad into the corner now. Wait a minute. What has he got planned here? Going to slam Chad and go to the corner here. Wait a minute now. Shane Edwards wants Chad to see it coming, so he's begging him to get up here. And a beautiful mosh pit maneuver by Shane Edwards. It didn't go for the cover. And one might say that might not be smart as he's trying to go for a little insult to injury here on Chad. But I think he should have went for that cover there. He had him right. Wait a minute. Beautiful senton bomb. Almost went coast to coast. Now go for a cover here. 1, 2. And Chad just kicks out. Chad now showing his testicular fortitude right here at the LSWA Gimmick Factory. He goes one-on-one with Shane Edwards, but Shane Edwards giving him everything he got. The beautiful drop kick. And now Chad in the corner trying to gain his wits about him, but Shane won't let it happen. As Shane now clotheslines Chad in the corner. And beautiful elbow by Shane Edwards. And now Shane measuring Chad, waiting for him to get up to his feet. Punches him right in the stomach there. No, wait a minute now. Chad using that military training to reverse it here. Look at this now. 1, 2. And now Shane reverses it. 1, 2. And almost, wait a minute now. Chad reverses it. Oh, wait a minute. That was almost close. Oh, beautiful cross body by Shane Edwards. For a second, I thought Chad might have gotten that roll up. And now Shane screaming to the heavens, trying to get the knocked out to help him, but Chad, beautiful neck breaker. Telegraphed that perfectly. One. And oh, wait a minute. Shane not letting it get to 2. Kicking out immediately. As now Chad locks up here. Irish whip off the ropes. And a beautiful German suplex by Chad. Chad proving to this LSWA faithful that he is definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with here at the LSWA. Wait a minute now, going for the pedigree. No, wait a minute, beautiful Angel's wings. He nailed the Angel's wings. 1. Oh, whoa, wait a minute. Shane kicks right out before the ref could get to the count of 2. Although I'm thinking that ref was a little slow to the draw on that count. Chad might be a little frustrated by that count. Wait a minute now, Shane now, Sam Edwards now getting in the ring. Just playing with his hair, wants to get a closer look, it seems, while Chad takes it to his brother. A beautiful maneuver by Chad. Wait a minute, this might do it. 1, 2, and just kicks out to Shane Edwards. What the hell is Sam Edwards doing? I have no idea. I am not controlling this, I promise you. But Sam Edwards might have smoked too much ganja before he came out. Another Angel's Wings by Chad. Here we go. 1, 2, and oh, I was just about to say welcome to the LSWA, Chad, but Shane just kicks out. Same time, Sam Edwards needs to get out of the damn ring. And now Shane almost clothesline over the top rope, but that momentum not enough. And beautiful sling blade by Shane Edwards. Sam Edwards playing a distraction apparently. 1, 2, and Chad just kicks out. For some reason, Samuel Edwards allowed in this ring. I don't know what's going on at this Gimmick Factory, but I guess it's allowed because Charles Robinson is allowing it. He's not even stopping it because I guess Sam Edwards isn't getting involved. And now, wait a minute. Shane might be setting up for his big-time finish here. Irish whip goes Chad, and a big back elbow by Shane Edwards. Now, wait a minute. Big-time kick to the back there. I assume Sam Edwards is supposed to be on the outside, but this game does have its glitches. That's why it updates every single day. But they said Sam Edwards lives in the clouds. He is the vibe master. He smokes enough weed to choke a small donkey. So maybe right now he thinks he's on the outside of the ring, but he's standing on the inside. This could be just a stoned out dream on the part of Sam Edwards. But Shane now has got Chad in control. It went where he wants him, it seems. As Shane Edwards now trying to maybe put down Chad Hall once of, oh, wait a minute, he just busted open Chad. Wide open Chad going to don the crimson mask. And now Shane Edwards trying to go to the top rope, but can't. Because Chad continues to roll right back up to his feet, maybe on instinct. And now look at this instinctive back elbow by Chad. Oh, wait a minute now. Chad was going to go for big time belly to belly. But now Shane Edwards attacking the open wound of Chad. And now Chad reversing that. Now Chad has had enough. Now wait a minute here. Is he going to go for an alley-oop? Oh, wait a minute. No, I think he's going to go for a big time. Now stun gun off the ropes. He might have Shane Edwards right where he wants him. Shane Edwards now slowly getting up here. Could this do it? Could Chad be successful in his debut? Just like a beautiful clothesline by Chad from the top rope. And now Chad going to look like he's going to clothesline Shane over the top rope. Maybe Shane doesn't have enough left in the tank. And Shane now going for big time DDT maneuver. Chad now trying to get out of the way, trying to use the ropes to help him back up to his feet. Now Irish whip off the ropes, ducks under the line. And now Chad is going to line again. Chad now maybe did his homework on Shane Edwards before he came to the ring. Shane Edwards gave him a little too much time to watch some game footage. Wait a minute now. He's measuring him. Kick, oh my goodness, he just dropped Shane Edwards' knee right to the face. And now he's measuring Shane Edwards. Sam Edwards watching in complete horror in his stoned out, dazed out dream. And he drops him with another Angel's Wings. That's a third Angel's Wings. 1, 2, 3. Chad, welcome to the LSWA. And listen, I got to tip my cap to Sam Edwards, who, although in the ring, did not get involved. Impressive, but fantastic, fantastic way to start your LSWA career with a fantastic hard-fought victory against one of LSWA's up-and-coming stars in Shane Edwards. Great match. Chad, welcome to the LSWA. You have a very bright future here, and we hope to see much more from Chad in the future, as he took everything Shane Edwards had and still was able to score this big-time W. And we still have a couple of more big-time matches to come. We still have a 6-man tag match, 3 POA, Laser Pants, Zakanin, and Jay Gonzo as they take on the Figure Fight Club. And then, of course, a 10-man gauntlet to end the show. James Lucas will go one-on-one with Rob's Infinite Realms. I think that is actually next. While you check out these fantastic replays between Shane Edwards and Chad Holt. Chad, man, gave everything he had in his debut here in this LSWA crowd. Loved every second of it. Big time running knee, putting down Shane Edwards and setting him up. That Angel's Wings finish. Fantastic maneuver here, beautiful. Then Chad, of course, goes for that cover. 1, 2, welcome to LSWA. It's Chad.
Here is your winner.
It's good to see you here, buddy. And have you here. Thank you for your service. And please have a safe move. I know you're moving your things right now, so we appreciate you taking some time out of your schedule to come on here and watch yourself on TV. Thank you so much. I appreciate you greatly. Oh, thank you. But Chad, fantastic debut match against Shane Edwards. Okay, Tommy Jones, thank you so much. Gets 5 memberships. And we will check out who got those memberships just now. For it's Chad, as he now starts the road to the top. Got to climb those mountains. Got to grab the brass ring, Chad. Let's see if you can do it, brother. Welcome to LSWA. And as we're going to continue this gravy train, we're going to keep it moving. One-on-one competition between the unpredictable, the loose cannon, the lunatic fringe, James Lucas, as he takes on Infinite Robert, as we know him, Robert's Infinite Realms. Let's get to the ring right now. We try to get these themes right. I apologize. Like I said, in the edited version, everything will be right. It's Infinite Realms one-on-one. A couple more matches before we put this baby to bed and enjoy Smoking Joe's as well as WrestleMania. Depending on which side of the tracks you're standing on. Me, I'm going to have it all on. I'm going to have the Smoking Joe's on and WrestleMania at the same time as I get some work done, because we have a big-time Monday night program coming to you guys. The very last Thunder, the very last SmackDown before it switches over officially to Nitro and Raw. And those matches were so good, I could not bury those shows. Those shows will make air on Monday. And I hope you enjoy those. As you know, if you are a member of the channel, you get storyline-based wrestling shows every Monday. We recreate the Monday Night War between Nitro and Raw. Everybody joins a brand. And of course, we're going to recreate the fantastic Monday Night War. So please consider joining the membership if you haven't. If you need to renew your membership, because if you don't, you will become a jobber. They will make you a curtain jerker. So just a food for thought, as now Infinite Rob hits the ring here as he takes on James Lucas. The man is cooler than a cucumber. James Dean without the cigarette. And here he comes, Infinite Robert, as he battles it out with James Lucas. There's a lot of people with J's in this nation. So, Jay, speaking of J's, Justin Booth just gifted a membership, and it's to Rex Jaycox. I don't know who that is. He's got a great wrestling name. That's a great wrestling name. Rex Jaycox. If you want to join the ranks of the LSWA, please stand up. Will the real Rex Jaycox please stand up? As Infinite Rob makes his way to the ring to take on James Lucas. And now Jay One's putting on some bets here. He's saying James Lucas is going to get the victory over Infinite Rob. Let's see what happens. Hey, Virgo Cool's in the house. Virgo Cool, you had a successful match tonight against Stacy Hatch. Fantastic showing. So far, this event has absolutely been fantastic. I am proud to be calling it right now, and I'm excited to see how the rest of it plays out. We still got 3 more matches, including this one. This is the third of the rest. And here we go. James Lucas now drops Infinite Rob with a clothesline. As we call him the Lunatic Fringe, we call this man the Unpredictable One, James Lucas. Wait a minute now. Infinite Rob now maybe showing he's a little unpredictable. Firing some shots at James Lucas. As these two men now are attacking each other. And Virgo Cool, I appreciate you for stopping in. I know you're having a hard day at work. You can always catch the replay. But we appreciate you for being here. As always, thank you guys for taking time out of your schedule. We still have a 10-man gauntlet match that will involve J1s. It'll involve Jeff Areno. It'll involve Blake Tarpley, Mython the Python, Tone Bone, a.k.a. Legend Series himself. All these men, Don Curvin, BX Medic, and many more will be competing in a 10-man gauntlet. As I am being told that there might be a new title coming to the LSWA called the Gimmick title, or the Gimmick Factory Champion. You cut a promo, but it was for the storyline-based programming, which will air on Monday. I actually figured out it. Thank you again for cutting promos. And as you know, if you remember, if you are on this roster and you would like to cut a promo, please submit a promo to me, and we will line it up with a virtual version of yourself. And you will cut a promo right here at the LSWA. But right now, Infinite Rob and James Lucas engaged in a little even Steven or Lockhorn here. They are deadlocked right now. Trying to gain an advantage on either one, it seems to be impossible. But Infinite Rob now bringing down James Lucas in a beautiful headlock takedown. Now going to work over James Lucas. Obviously, Rob is definitely the bigger of the two, standing in at 7 foot tall. We have a lot of big men here at the LSWA. I'm happy to say that. This LSWA isn't the land of the dwarves. No offense. So I'm happy to see we have a lot of talent here. Wait a minute now. James Lucas might be in trouble. Is he going for that jackknife powerbomb? He might be going powerbomb. James Lucas is in trouble as Infinite Rob just walked around and now he's playing to the crowd here. Oh, wait a minute. James Lucas double kick to the face of Infinite Rob now. James Lucas loves the pain. With the more pain you delve out to James Lucas, it seems the harder it is to beat him. I know that sounded dirty, but please, let's not get dirty here. Wait a minute now. James Lucas stomping to the chest of Infinite Rob and now screaming to the heavens as he has had enough of Rob's BS. Now overhand chops. And now beautiful shoulder tackle. As you see, James Lucas, not a small man. And against Rob's Infinite Realms, who's 7 feet tall, he looks like a small, beautiful reversal by Infinite Rob now. Puts down James Lucas. Now, Rob's Infinite Realms, he might be just going for a cover. He might just want to get out of here. And look at this move. Beautiful power being displayed. And a beautiful dominator maneuver by Rob. And look at, he might be doing it again here. And look at this. Look at the power being displayed by Infinite Rob as he is just completely manhandling James Lucas. 1, 2, and almost a 3 count. I thought that was a 3 count. But James Lucas just getting the shoulder up, just kicking out in time. As now look at this, Rob playing to the LSWA. He said he is the new Big Daddy Cool. Whether you like it or not, learn to love it, because that's just the way it's gonna be. It's Pedro Amadia, thank you. My producer producing all the way from her house at her Easter dinner. I appreciate you, my love. As now, Rob will go for a shoulder tackle, but James Lucas instinctively sidestepping. It didn't even know where he was, just sidestepping. But now Rob angrily clotheslines James Lucas and drops him down to the mat. And now Rob, oh Jesus, that'll break your arm, dislocate a shoulder possibly. And big time splash by Big Rob. Rob and James Lucas now, this might be devolving into just a straight fight. Beautiful kick by James Lucas. 1, 2. And Infinite Rob just kicks out. And now James Lucas attacking the lower back of Infinite Rob. And he's telling Rob to get up to his feet here. What's he got planned? Does James Lucas? Wait a minute now. James Lucas going to put Rob right up on his shoulder. Beautiful power being displayed. And a beautiful snake eyes. Just pure beauty. I said beautiful so many times there. And now overhand punches. Charles Robinson feels that you shouldn't watch that, so he's standing right in the way. And now James Lucas really working over. And man, oh man, look at the power being displayed by James Lucas. Once he gets angry, a lunatic strength takes over. And a nice, beautiful leg drop. Man, that'll knock you out. Overhand punches down by James Lucas. James Lucas is a straight fighter, man. You know, a lot of people, oh man, a power driver by James Lucas. That'll put you on Dream Street. But now Infinite Rob bleeding. I can see the blood leaking down his head. As he is bleeding from the side of his head. James Lucas also a bloody mess right now. These guys, like I said, just a straight fight now, devolving right in front of you. No more wrestling moves. They are done with the wrestling moves as they are now just throwing strikes. Look at that clothesline by Lucas. Another clothesline by James Lucas. Ducks Rob's clothesline. And a big time flying clothesline by James Lucas. Now go waiting. 1, 2. And Rob just kicks out. Man, oh man, the action here tonight is WrestleMania level. You got to tip your cap to every single competitor here tonight. From the opening contest to right where we are now. Look at the strength being displayed by James Lucas, tossing the big man right over his head. And now going into the corner here. Wait a minute. I think he's setting up for his big kick here. And now he just made it. Rob sidestepped it. Rob sidestepped the kick, and now a knee right to the face. And now Rob setting him up here. Is he going for that jackknife powerbomb? He might be going for that jackknife powerbomb. Spin out. Jesus, what a powerbomb by the Infinite One. He says to infinity and beyond. 2. And Rob, is that 2? That's a damn 2 count. Holy shit, I thought that was 3. Rob hits him with to infinity and beyond, but James Lucas kicks out, and now Rob adding a little insult to injury, stomping on the lower back of James Lucas. I thought we were just going to get a simple jackknife powerbomb. Instead, we got to infinity and beyond. And now Rob back to the top rope. Beautiful double axe handle. Gave him the old crown, Jimmy King style. And now, whoa, big splash off the ropes does Rob. We call that the infinite splash. I'm just going to put infinite in front of the R. The infinite splash. And now, wait a minute. Look at the power being displayed by the Infinite One. Beautiful sit-out powerbomb. Infinite powerbomb by Rob. And now Rob going to try to make James Lucas tap with a modified clutch. Is it clutch? No, it's not. What the fuck is it? But I remembered I'll call it. I don't remember. Here we go now. Rob staying on top of James Lucas with a key lock. And now James Lucas firing shots in the midsection. And now big time clothesline by James Lucas now puts down Infinite Rob. And look at the power being displayed. Man, James Lucas impresses me every week he comes out here at the Gimmick Factory. This man deserves a shot at somebody's belt. Oh man, a headbutt right there to Infinite Rob, knocking him completely out. 1, 2. And Rob just kicking out on instinct. That I thought it was definitely it, and I think James Lucas might be going for that unpredictable kick, and he nails the kick. What a maneuver by James Lucas. Now go for it all. 1, 2, and James Lucas scores a big-time victory over Infinite Rob. James Lucas keeps it rolling here at the Gimmick Factory with another big-time W. James Lucas every week impresses me more and more. Will definitely find himself somewhere around this potential Gimmick Factory Championship or the LSWA Championship. We don't know what it's going to be called, but we do know one thing. It could possibly be coming to the Gimmick Factory, and if it does, I think a tournament is definitely in order to crown a new champion. Because, I mean, guys like James Lucas, guys like, Curbstomp, guys like Chad, who just debuted tonight, they all are really making it very hard to decide who could be a contender for this championship. As Tom Jones says he called it from a mile away. J1s and James Lucas have formed a bond of friendship, if you will. They are on different brands, but they are friends. They are called the Drinking Buddies. As you know, wrestling cliques in the locker room are known to be a thing. And look at this. It's to infinity and beyond. And the fact that James Lucas kicked right out of this maneuver when I thought it was definitely signed, sealed, and delivered just goes to show me that maybe J1's might be an impressive fortune teller. Look at this. James Lucas, Glasgow Kiss as it's referred to in the mainstream. It wasn't enough to put down Rob as he had to go for his sick kick, as he calls it, leveling Rob with the 1-2-3 here. Fantastic kick, man. James Lucas is definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with here at the Gimmick Factory on Saturday evening slam. And you get to celebrate a victory right here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Please, if you haven't joined the membership yet, if you let the membership lapse, please consider rejoining. Because if you don't, you possibly become a jobber. You possibly become a curtain jerker. So please, if you're already on this roster, consider rejoining. Consider hitting that rejoin button every month as we move on to the next match here. And I think I know what match it is. And I think it's a match that a lot of you have been waiting for. As it's a rematch from last week when Jay Gonzo suffered probably one of the most embarrassing losses at the LSWA yet, when he lost to Abi in record time. And of course, Laser Pants losing in his debut against J-Mac. And these two gentlemen came to the brass and they said, when we come back to the Gimmick Factory, we want to rectify that. So how about we even the odds 3-on-3 and we see who's the better team? Gonzo teaming up, becoming an honorary member of the 3POA just for a night as he takes on Abi, J-Mac, and Alphared, the Figure Fight Club. Let's get to the ring now to play the Figure Fight Club's music. Just got to find it in this list of theme songs. And here we go.
The following contest.
Yes, Justin Booth had already happened.
Tag team match. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 706
But the Figure Fight Club is on their way to the ring. Having some problems with one Justin Booth over on the WCW brand, speaking of Justin Booth. And now they're here, and they seem to make enemies wherever they go, and they made an enemy out of one Laser Pants, Kanan, and Jay Gonzo. As those three gentlemen said, you know what, let's run this back. Let's get another opportunity here. Maybe score a big-time victory over these gentlemen. The question is, can they get it done? The odds are even. So I'm pulling for the 3POA and Jay Gonzo as these dastardly men right here, the Figure Fight Club, will do whatever it takes to get the job done, including screwing you over or beating you down after the bell. They do not care. But right now they're here. They're ready to fight at the Gimmick Factory. I think Laser Pants comes out next with Zakanin. So let's hit their music right now. And here they come, the 3POA. Laser Pants and Zakanin heading to the ring right now. Ready to get some retribution, if you will, get some redemption. With the help of one Jay Gonzo, who will be joining us shortly right after these two men hit the ring. These guys are getting this crowd fired up here at LSWA's Gimmick Factory. These guys are ready to go. Laser Pants and Zakanin, they're awaiting their tag team partner. And here he comes. Jay Gonzo's music is hitting. Jay Gonzo wants if anybody wants retribution, it's Jay Gonzo. Last week, suffered an embarrassing loss at the hands of Bobby the Snake Cobra. Definitely wants to get that one back. And here he comes, Jay Gonzo. This LSWA crowd loves Jay Gonzo as he's on his way to the ring. J-Mac in the ring at the ring right now, yelling at the cameraman, there will be blood. This USMC will not be enough to help them, saying that this Marine, of course, Jay Gonzo, thank you for your service, former Marine veteran Jay Gonzo, won't be enough, won't be able to even the odds for the 3POA at the Figure Fight Club's barrage of attacks. Their offensive force just too much for any team. We're about to find out right now as Gonzo now eluding the crowd. And again, like I said before, thank you for your service, Jay Gonzo. And I'm excited for this 6-man tag match coming up next here at the Gimmick Factory. And of course, after this, it's your main event. It's 10 men, one goal to win the match. 2 men start, and every time there's a pinfall. But now we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Tornado tag, 6 men, 1 goal here. Here we go. And oh my God, it's already broken down bedlam here at the Gimmick Factory as the 3POA, Jay Gonzo, Laser Pants, and Zakanin trying to take out the Figure Fight Club. There's action all over the place, so I apologize ahead of time. I'm not going to be able to keep up with all of it. But we will see where this goes. Ladies and gentlemen, earlier tonight, Rowdy Riles scoring a big-time victory over Kitsune. James Lucas just scoring a big-time victory. Chad debuting in a fantastic form against Shane Edwards in a victory. Of course, Mason Wood and Nico Tranas winning over the Voodoo Temple. Ladies and gentlemen, Gonzo, oh man, just broke up that count by J-Mac. Woody Triple Deuce from the monitor saying, "Can somebody please throw the albino Cobra into the 3rd row?" And a big-time slam by Gonzo onto J-Mac. And now Laser Pants rolling out of the ring. He's already been busted wide open. And wait a minute, now look at Bobby the Snake Cobra showing his athleticism. Coiling around Gonzo's throat like a Cobra. And whipping him around, dropping him down. That's pretty good. Anyway, Laser Pants now, wait a minute. Beautiful belly to belly on J-Mac. And now look at this now. Alpha Red trying to even the odds with a baseball bat. But there is just too much action going on here. And now look at that. J-Mac just tossing Jay Gonzo. Now he picks up a bat. Oh, wait a minute. He was going to take out Zakanin with that bat. Zakanin luckily just blocked it. And now focused on J-Mac here. A little angry is Zakanin. Zakanin almost rounded with lights out here with the bat to the dome. And now, wait a minute. Zakanin's got the bat, but Bobby the Snake just grabs him before it was too late. And Snake Eyes right across the ropes. And the old stun gun, and here comes the ref. 1. And Zakanin just kicks out at 1. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here at Saturday Afternoon Slam. We are rolling here. Right now, your 3 main event, 6-man tag match. The Figure Fight Club versus the 3POA. Jay Gonzo, honorary member just for tonight. Jay Gonzo, beautiful neck breaker on Alpha Red just now. And now J-Mac trying. They're trying to keep the numbers game to their advantage. Tossing Zakanin out. And now J-Mac on the outside of the ropes on the apron area. And now J-Mac just tossing. Oh, no, not this now. Wait a minute. He's going to go for a big back suplex on the ring apron. Drops Jay Gonzo. And now Zakanin drops Avi the Snake, but Alpha Red staying right on top of him. Alpha Red joining the Figure Fight Club a couple weeks ago, having a huge rivalry with Justin Booth. And ever since then, these three men have caused chaos in the WCW locker room. And now, bringing that chaos over here to the Gimmick Factory, starting issues with the 3POA almost immediately upon debuting. And now dragging Jay Gonzo into this. Beautiful splash by J-Mac as Avi goes for a cover, but Laser Pants kicks out. Here's another cover here. 1, 2, and Zakanin now kicks out. The Figure Fight Club standing tall as Avi now and J-Mac attacks Laser Pants with weapons. Oh God, Jay Gonzo now in serious trouble as he's getting a stomp to the abs and now stepped over. And now here we go, going for a count here. 1, 2, and Jay Gonzo just kicks out here. This match is something else, ladies and gentlemen. Zakanin with a beautiful neck breaker onto Avi the Snake. But wait a minute, J-Mac coming to the aid of his friend here. Now you can't really Irish whip, everybody's in the way. Beautiful dragon suplex by Laser Pants drops Alpha Red, and Alpha Red rolls right out of the ring. And now Laser Pants grab the baseball bat, but Alpha Red rolling right out of the ring. Beautiful drop kick. Avi the Snake Cobra busting the albino Cobra wide open. Zakanin finally sees some color on his skin. And a big time move by Avi the Snake. Alpha Red now sliding back in the ring, and another drop kick by Laser Pants, who goes after Avi the Snake as Jay Gonzo attacks Alpha Red. This action, I'm trying to keep up with it. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for hanging out and listening to my rambling. As now Gonzo getting this beautiful sit-out powerbomb on Alpha Red. I just noticed something, that the 3POA logo and the Figure Fight Club logo are the same exact color scheme. Maybe trying to play some mind games with the Figure Fight Club on the part of the 3POA here. Now look at the power display by Gonzo as he drops Alpha Red right on his face. That is right, Crown Fox. It is absolute chaos here at the Gimmick Factory. As now Zakanin drops J-Mac with a bat right to the face. That's going to knock out some chiclets. He will definitely be spitting out some teeth there. And now look at Zakanin go right after Alpha Red here. Beautiful pedigree by Zakanin, going for a cover here. 1, 2, and Alpha Red just kicks out of the pedigree by Zakanin here. And now beautiful power slam by Jay Gonzo. And now wait a minute, Zakanin now picks up J-Mac and drops J-Mac right across the ropes. The 3POA now in firm control here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for hanging out with us over here on the LSWA Saturday afternoon slam right before WrestleMania. And look at Zakanin now, going to try to toss J-Mac, but he reverses it. And now wait a minute here. And look at the power again being displayed by Gonzo. He drops Alpha Red right across those stairs. And Jay Gonzo now just breaks up the count. J-Mac trying to end it, get a pin on Laser Pants. But maybe Jay Gonzo was the advantage that the Laser Pants needed. And wait a minute, Alpha Red breaking it up. And a beautiful power slam by Zakanin. Alpha Red now trying to go for a power drive with a beautiful reversal by Laser Pants as Gonzo tosses the steel stairs onto J-Mac. That's got to do it for J-Mac. Now wait a minute. Laser Pants Irish whipping Alpha Red, and a beautiful kitchen sink by Laser Pants. He's going for the back. Riddle me this, riddle me that. What happens when Laser Pants hits you with a big black bat? And he's doing just that with to Alpha Red, and here comes Avi the Snake to the aid of Alpha Red, going for the Three Amigos, but quickly cut off by the rest of the 3POA. And now the 3POA in firm control of the Figure Fight Club. I don't think the Figure Fight Club came here with a game plan. I think they took these guys extremely lightly, assuming that last week would just be repeating. And wait a minute, Laser Pants accidentally hits Jay Gonzo from behind, but he breaks up the count. Someone helps Zakanin. Jay Gonzo and Laser Pants knowing that was just a quick miscommunication. That was not intentional. Wait a minute. Alpha Red with a beautiful neck breaker. And Laser Pants going with a beautiful fisherman brainbuster And now, wait a minute. Now Zakanin looking for some toys of his own, running around the ring with a kendo stick, but drops it. As now Abi the Snake going to hit him with beautiful brain-buster maneuver. Drops Zakanin completely out. Now Alpharetta across the ropes as J-Mac tosses up down at Laser Pants, who now it seems that it angered Laser Pants. And now he's going to take the bat right to J-Mac and throws the bat right at J-Mac now. And now Gonzo and Zakanin back in the ring to help Laser Pants as Laser Pants now locks on a crossface right on J-Mac, trying to make J-Mac tap. But J-Mac doesn't tap as Abi the Snake now in the ring now to attack Laser Pants and a twist of fate. Abi the Snake now trying to get a pin but J-Mac. Wait a minute now, J-Mac goes for cover now, wait a minute. And Alpha Red scores a big-time victory over Laser Pants. Everybody went for covers. But Abi the Snake, literally the only snake, sneaking out and getting a big-time victory right here at the Gimmick Factory. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe what I just saw. The chaos ensued. And of course, the Figure Fight Club going to sneak out of here with another victory again. What's it going to take to put down the Figure Fight Club? Ladies and gentlemen, I am highly impressed with J-Mac, Abi, and Alpha Red. They have become quite a force here at the LSWA, whether you like them or not, whether you want to admit it or not. They are seriously racking up the dubs here. It doesn't seem like people do anything about it. It's screaming Rob on the outside. Ladies and gentlemen, fantastic match here. But the problem was everybody went for a pin. But right here, as you can see, Abi went for the pin first as J-Mac out. And I mean, I can't believe this here. Nobody went after Abi the Snake.
Super smooth.
And of course, Laser Pants outside the ring now again saying they grabbed my wiener for a second straight week. Wiener grabbers. That is what the crowd is cheering right now. Wiener grabbers. Wiener grabbers. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited as I am. As the gauntlet starts now, I have no idea the order. It's all randomized. So we're about to find out who's coming out first. I have no idea. Like, they're explaining the rules of the gauntlet. I'm sorry, I'm talking over.
Two superstars will start in the ring. When one superstar is eliminated, a new superstar enters. Eliminations can occur by pinfall or submission. The match continues until one superstar remains, and that superstar will be declared the winner.
And here we go. Let's see who comes out first. So anyway, mine all this.
And from Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh, Tony Romo, I am sorry.
206
Tony's big. Leading the ring. We definitely have his theme song. There he is. Now Tony Spig's going to come to the ring. Starting off the gauntlet, this is not the position you want to be in. You don't want to be one or two, because now you have to run the gauntlet literally and take on all 10 men to try to get to the end there and become the winner. So now you know Tony Spigs is fighting at a disadvantage already. Can he get the job done against all the competitors in tonight's main event at the Gimmick Factory? Again, want to thank you all for joining me on this WrestleMania weekend. Live here at the Legend Series Wrestling Alliance Gimmick Factory. As you know, where the brand loyalties are blurred. And all the members of the Legend Series clique come here to the Gimmick Factory to settle scores and end some wars. And Tony Spigs now the first man to draw the unlucky number of 1 to enter the gauntlet. And let's see who his opponent is. Who's coming out now? J1s! Big time J1s! Another unpredictable one is here. And here he comes with his old Budweiser and his kendo stick. J1s ready to lock horns with Tony Spigs in this gauntlet match. Heading over here to the Gimmick Factory. J1's making his debut at the Gimmick Factory here tonight as well. So many debuts at the Gimmick Factory tonight. And as you guys know, J1's engaged in an extreme rivalry with one of his longtime rivals, Artie Bucco, in the WWF brand. You can see that on the storyline-based program on the members only. As I said before, if you're not a member, if you let your membership lapse, please consider rejoining. You can get the storyline-based program that comes every Monday here on the Legend Series channel. J1's heading to the ring now. Gauntlet match. These two men are going to start it off, and whoever gets a pinfall, then the next man will enter, and so on and so forth until all 10 members of this gauntlet match have entered the ring. And by then, we'll see who is the sole survivor. Now, I got to tell you, whoever draws number 10 is going to have the big-time advantage here. So let's see who that'll be. This has been completely randomized, so we have no idea who's coming out first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, or ninth, or 10th. That's right, I went all the way to 10. But I am excited to see how this plays out. Obviously, you know next week's card already shaping up. Rowdy Riles versus Kitsune in a street fight. J-Mac takes on Justin Booth in a steel cage. And much more action to come. Something tells me that Rada and Sandy are far from done with Nico Tranas and Yojo Daddy. But I promise you, this Yojo Daddy will be 6'10" next week. That much I can damn sure promise you. As J1's now coming into the ring. Now J1's taking his sweet-ass time as he is in no rush to start this gauntlet match. But you got to know this gauntlet match is going to take a while here. So he wants to make sure he has all his energy before he engages in any kind of physical competition. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. J1's Tony's Figs to start off this gauntlet match. I am excited. I hope you are. This is your main event for tonight for LSWA's Saturday Afternoon Slam. J1's going for an all-in dropkick, but Tony's Figs, always the patient one, sidestepping it smartly. Tony's Figs now obviously your number one contender for the television championship against Yojo Jerk, who in the very first week of LSWA, when Diamond Dallas Page put his television championship on the line, scored a pinfall victory over DDP to become the television champion. And now he is a fighting champion, where he has always been here at the LSWA Gimmick Factory the last couple of weeks. And now he's got to put up his championship at Slamboree against one Tony's Figs. That'll be airing a couple of weeks live just for members only. As you know, the storyline-based programming and the pay-per-views will always air members only. So please, as I said before, if you haven't been a member yet, if you have been, you want to come back to the fold here, just consider joining. A beautiful short-arm clothesline by Tony's Figs, who is now telling J1 to get up to his feet. Now, maybe he might have something planned for J1. Now, wait a minute, J1 might be too strong for Tony's Figs, who's seems to be fighting him. Now, wait a minute. Now, Tony's Figs walking J1 to the corner, trying to choke J1's. And Charles Robinson breaks it up. And now, whoa, wait a minute. Look at this now. Tony's Figs punches J1. And you don't want to get into a striking match with J1's. J1's definitely will knock you out with punches to the face. Now, look at that punch. Just as I said now, he just punches Tony's Figs right to the face and another punch to the face. He's just going to punch you right out. And look at that. He threatened him and he stopped him dead in his tracks. Tony's Figs does not want his face rearranged, and he just smashes J1's into the turnbuckle, busting him wide open. J1's, a.k.a. Tom Jones, oh, wait a minute, beautiful German suplex, drops J1's on the back of his head and neck. Tony's Figs is firm control right now, got J1's right where he wants him. All he's got to do now, maybe drop him in that flatliner and pin him to bring out the next man, and a nice shoulder tackle off the second rope. Tony's Figs trying to get a little pretty with it. Tony's Figs known to be more egotistical than humble. So Tony's Figs will always go for the add to insult to injury play over just the plain old let's go for the victory. Now he locks up with Jay Gonzo. That throws Jay Gonzo right up onto his shoulders here. A nice Samoan drop. Drops Jay Gonzo completely out. Jay Gonzo might be in trouble here. A beautiful moonsault by Tony Sweet. Go for 1, 2. And Jay Gonzo just kicks out. Jay Gonzo definitely, like I said before, one half of the drinking buddies with James Lucas. These two men are completely unpredictable. You don't know what they bring to the table. When they show up, they are the definition of the term wild card. And a nice, beautiful snake eyes across the ropes. Jay Gonzo drops Tony Sweet. Jay Gonzo. Now Tony Spix kicks out. Tony Spix definitely has the better motor of the two. The non-smoker drinker. Tony Spix now trying to get some offense on Jay Gonzo with some elbows to the midsection area. Whoa, look at that punch by Tony Spix. Trying to get pretty with it, as I said before. Tony Spix, look at this now, posing to the crowd, as I said, a little egotistical here. And a clothesline drops Jay Gonzo. Jay Gonzo still in big time trouble here. As Tony Spix might have this young man right where he wants him. And what is this now? Puts him up, and wait a minute now, Jay Gonzo punching Tony Spix right in the mouth. And big clothesline by Tommy Jones. And now Tom picking him up here. And Irish whip him into the corner. That's exactly where you don't want to be when Jay Gonzo comes at you. Jay Gonzo can do that hard-hitting Hurricane Rana off the top rope, drops you right on your head on the canvas. But Tony Spix, very agile. And now, look at this now, sorting to dirty tactics. There's no reason for that, Tony Spix. And he punches Jay Gonzo right off the rope. Jay Gonzo in big-time trouble here. As he's going for his patented shoulder breaker. He might have torn some ligaments there, broken the collarbone here. Here we go, 1, 2. And Jay Gonzo kicks out of the shoulder breaker. Jay Gonzo, as I said before, has the testicular fortitude, the size of Texas. More guts than brains for sure. He will kick out if there's a broken arm. If he breaks or if he doesn't care. Flatliner by Tony Spix. This might do it for Jay Gonzo. 1, 2, 3. Jay Gonzo is eliminated out of the gauntlet. Tony Spix now going to move on to the next round. Who's next? In the gauntlet, Blake Tarpley now headed to the ring. Blake Tarpley, one half of the Handsome Snakes, headed to the ring.
Well, let me tell all you ugly people something. Handsome Blake Tarpley is here to hit you with the ugly stick. I've been doing this a long time, brother, and with each match, I get more and more handsome. And when you look into my eyes of Canaan, or any of you other chumps, you're gonna be charmed, hypnotized, and put to sleep permanently by this handsome snake. Woo!
Gentlemen, Blake Tarpley, you just heard from him. Can he do it? He still has 8 other guys. And now right after Tony Spix, Jay Gonzo has nothing to be ashamed of. Jay Gonzo put up a hell of a showing here in that first round of the gauntlet. And now beautiful power slam by Blake Tarpley. Blake Tarpley slithering like a snake. Letting everybody know that he is here to kick some ass and take some names. Drops a knee right across the arm of Tony Spix. And now busts Tony Spix wide open. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining the membership. Like I said, you can submit promos, and we will get them in here, and you guys can become actual virtual pro wrestlers, courtesy of the LSWA. So thank you so much for being the great members that you are, and let's convince all the non-members. Join the membership. Get your name on this roster. Let's join the LSWA, and let's grow this to unprecedented heights. Here we go now. Wait a minute. Another shoulder breaker by Tony Spix. Now he might be going for it all on Blake Tarpley here. 1, 2. And Blake Tarpley just kicks out. As I said before, Blake Tarpley, one half of the Handsome Snakes. The other half of the Handsome Snakes also in this match. In Mython the Python. But right now, Blake Tarpley finds himself in big-time trouble with the current television #1 contender. Oh, look at this leapfrog by Tony Spix and a big-time back body drop. Tony Spix, very impressive here at the Gimmick Factory, even scoring a victory last week against the Saponi Werewolf, Justin Booth. And now, with this highly impressive showing, but Blake now smartly rolls out of the way of that clothesline before it was too little too late. And now Blake Tarpley working over that arm. Blake now measuring Tony Stiggs here. Tony Stiggs now getting up to his feet. And now Blake Tarpley going to the second rope and a beautiful crown, Jimmy King style. Whopping Tony Stiggs with a double axe handle. Going for a cover here, one. And Tony Stiggs just kicks out at one. That's not enough to put down Tony Stiggs. Now beautiful flipping neck breaker by Blake Tarpley. Handsome Blake Tarpley now has Tony Stiggs right where he wants him. All he's got to do is hit him with that unprettier. Is he going to go for that unprettier? Here it comes. The unprettier. He nails the unprettier on Tony Stiggs. This might do it right here. 1, 2. And Tony Stiggs just kicks out. Blake Tarpley can't believe it. Man, oh man, you got to be impressed with Tony Stiggs tonight. Dropping the knee right across the chest and neck of Tony Stiggs, trying to take all the air out of Tony Stiggs that he can. Now drops the knee across the back of the neck and head. And a big-time elbow to the back. Blake Tarpley now, a man possessed, has got Tony Stiggs right where he wants him. Irish whip into the ropes here. What's he going to do? Oh, wait a minute. He was going for some kind of kick, but Tony Stiggs telegraphed it. Lovely. And now nice judo hip toss by Blake Tarpley. Tony Stiggs might have taken too many shots to the head here. This might do it. And a big-time mafia kick. Just as I speak, I might have spoke too soon, but Tony Stiggs now firing on all cylinders, firing on complete instinct, go for a clothesline. Wait a minute now. Flatliner by Tony Stiggs. That was a complete instinctive flatliner by Tony Stiggs. Now he's just walking to the ropes, dazed and confused, and a big-time knee to the neck and chest of Blake Tarpley. Tarpley now getting up. He's dazed and confused as Tony Stiggs got him right where he wants him. A nice clothesline to the back. Tony Stiggs, as I said before, very impressive tonight in his match here, in this gauntlet. I appreciate you all for hanging out with us here at the LSWA. Thank you so much for joining us on Saturday Afternoon Slam. Tony Stiggs now waiting for Blake Tarpley to get up here. Now he might go for that shoulder breaker yet again. And another shoulder breaker on the break. Blake, that's a lot. 1, 2. Thanks for playing, Blake Tarpley. Tony Stiggs now 2-0 in the gauntlet. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. And here comes Jeff Farino. Jeff Farino on his way to the ring. Jeff Farino now going to take on Tony Stiggs. Tony Stiggs very impressive in so far in this gauntlet. Now going 2-0. Takes out J1s, and now Blake Tarpley sent to the back. And now he's really now attacking Jeff Farino in full control. You're dropping Jeff Farino with a snap arm drag. As he now has Jeff Farino right where he wants him. He's just walking Jeff Farino over to the ropes here. I am highly impressed with Tony Stiggs here tonight. If Tony Stiggs goes 3-0, I would be worried about the next guy who comes out, because Tony Stiggs is developing what we call in sports some momentum here. And a big-time punch right to Jeff Farino. I think Tony Stiggs might be, if you bet Tony Stiggs tonight on DraftKings, you might be getting a big-time payout here. Nice shoulder block by Tony off the second rope. Now go for a cover here, 1. And a kick out by Jeff Farino. I'm going to need to see. If you need to see Tony's brain after this, I think he's on the juice. Tony Stiggs might seriously be on the juice right now. And Tony Stiggs taking everybody out now. Taking out Jeff Farino. Busts Jeff Farino open. Jeff Farino just pushing him off, feeling his own blood, and he's angry now as he goes for a drop kick. Jeff Farino now kicking Tony Stiggs right in the head. Oh, what a maneuver by Jeff Farino. Now Jeff Farino measuring Tony here, telling him to get up. Jeff Farino is very angry. His face completely red, and I'm not just talking about the blood here. Oh, wait a minute, yeah, he jacks up a beautiful sit-out power bomb by Jeff Farino. If Jeff Farino goes to that top rope, Tony Stiggs better be scared. Nice leg lariat by Jeff Farino, and he screams to the heavens. And oh boy, Jeff Farino now going to that top rope. He might be going for that eclipse splash. He nailed the eclipse splash. 1, 2. And Tony Sticks just kicks out. The bouncy ball can't believe it. He is completely frustrated and angry right now as he just hit the eclipse splash right on Tony Sticks. And I was dropping an elbow on the back of Tony Sticks. Now Jeff Farino begging Tony Sticks to get back up to his feet. Jeff Farino, what an honorable man, waiting for Tony to get his wits about him. And now locking up, he's going to put Tony Sticks right up onto his shoulders. And he's going to drop him snake eyes right across that turnbuckle. Tony Sticks in a bad way. He's getting stomped out. Jeff Farino stomping him out or walking that shit dry. As Tony Sticks now in serious trouble here. Jeff Farino now walking him over to that corner, smashing him into the turnbuckle, putting him up onto that corner. Now what is Jeff Farino going to do here? Jeff Farino now, oh, wait a minute, Jeff. What is Jeff Farino have planned? Jeff Farino now climbing up to the top rope here. What's Jeff Farino going to do? What a beautiful maneuver by Jeff Farino. Frankensteiner off the top rope, Huracan Rana, whatever you want to call it. Fantastic maneuver by Jeff Farino, putting Tony's figures down, possibly for the count. Now Tony Speaks now getting up as Jeff begs him to get back up to his feet. And beautiful cross body. Jeff Farino now goes for it all here. 1, 2. And Tony Speaks kicks out again. Jeff Farino blotted out the sun on Tony's figs, but it still wasn't enough. Tony's figs just getting the shoulder up here. And now Jeff Farino going to go for what looks like a beautiful Canadian destroyer. And we'll call that an Oklahoma destroyer. As he goes to the top of that clip splash. This has to do it. Tony's figs. He's got to be at 1, 2. And Jeff Farino moves on to the next round. Tony's figs. Impressive showing. Going 2-0, but Jeff Farino too much. And well, ladies and gentlemen, look who's here. The other half of the Handsome Snakes. Python the Python on his way to the ring. Python the Python, these two juggernauts going to take each other on one right now. This rolling Python the Python and Jeff, beautiful super kick, putting Python the Python down. And now Jeff Farino putting the boots to Python. Can Jeff Farino continue this offensive barrage, the same offensive barrage we just saw against Tony's figs? Jeff Farino wants to advance to the next round, but it only seems going to get harder with all the competition that's still involved in this gauntlet. So I'm excited to see how this plays out. Jeff Farino now begging Python to get back up to his feet here. Now Irish whip, Python off the ropes. Jeff Farino, beautiful flapjack. Drops Python right on the face and a nice leg drop by Jeff Farino. Now go for a recovery here on Python. 1. And Python kicks right out at 1. Python the Python now trying. But he can't. It doesn't seem like he's going to be able to mount much of a comeback right now while Jeff Farino stays right on top of him. Jeff Farino knows what's at stake here. If you win this gauntlet, maybe when they do make that LSWA title, if it does happen, you definitely got to be on the short list. If it's a tournament or a match, regardless. I'm assuming that's why they're putting these matches together. And Python, as you know, friendships be damned here at the Gimmick Factory. Python the Python and Jeff Farino, good friends, but Jeff Farino knows what this takes. You got to put friendship aside in order to succeed here at the LSWA. And now Python knowing that same rule, and he's fighting back on Jeff Farino here. And he's got Jeff Farino now where he wants it. Slams Jeff Farino's bloody head into the turnbuckle. And now Python running, beautiful splash by Python. The Python puts down Jeff Farino. And Jeff Farino now in some serious trouble as Python applies some pressure to Jeff Farino. He just punches Python, but Python now reversed. Jeff Farino hits him with a judo hip toss. Beautiful maneuver by Jeff Farino. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with me all afternoon watching the LSWA. Big time boot by Python puts down Jeff Farino, possibly for the count. Jeff Farino now on Green Street, getting up to his feet, and Python crowns his ass drops him down. Could this do it? 1, 2, and Jeff Farino kicks out. You got to tip your cap to Jeff Farino, who's staying alive right now in this gauntlet match. Took it to Tony's Figs, and now taking it to Mython the Python, but Mython hits him with a sidewalk slam. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate all you guys. And now Mython go for cover, but Jeff Farino kicks out. You guys could be anywhere else on your WrestleMania weekend. You could be watching Stand and Deliver, but instead you're here at the LSWA watching this competition play out in front of you the same way I am. And Jeff Farino now fired up. This crowd right behind him. They love the both of these men. And oh my goodness, almost collided with Charles Robinson. And now Jeff Farino, beautiful maneuver. Turned it into a chop block. Maybe considered a dirty tactic, but right now, everything's fair game in this gauntlet match. Jeff Farino, beautiful splash. He hit Mython with the Eclipse splash out of nowhere. 1, 2, and Mython just kicks out. Jeff Farino now visibly frustrated. Doesn't like that it doesn't take just one of those splashes to keep Mython down. And a Canadian Destroyer, Mython completely out of it. Mython is in a different world. One of my favorite sitcoms. And another beautiful Eclipse splash by Jeff Farino. 1, 2, and Mython kicks out again. Mython the Python showing a hell of testicular fortitude. I'm so impressed with Mython right now. And a beautiful cross body by Jeff Farino. Let me tell you something. Jeff Farino might be one of the most agile men I have ever seen. And he is getting it done right here in this gauntlet match. Beautiful maneuver by Jeff Farino. Modified lung blower. Driving his knee right to the midsection of Mython there. And now Mython is in serious trouble here as Jeff Farino just walking Mython around the ring. Gonna drop him across that rope. That might do it for Mython right here. 1, 2, and Mython just kicks out. Man, oh man, you got to be impressed with Mython the Python right now here in your main event, the Gauntlet. If you're just joining us, fantastic action here at the LSWA Gimmick Factory. You have to be impressed with every single person who has competed here tonight. Man, oh man, leave a beautiful shoulder tackle by Mython the Python. And now Mython working over the trapezius. But Jeff Farino just quickly sidestepping him, swiping at the legs of Mython. And now Jeff Farino, wait a minute, Mython, beautiful maneuver by Mython, dropping Jeff Farino with a clothesline. These two men, very good friends. They train together, so they know each other very, very well. Whoever booked this did a great job. Ladies and gentlemen, Mython now, look at the power being displayed. Even though Jeff Farino might be light in the loafers, he might be able to fly around that ring. He is a giant of a man. Kicks out of that modified backbreaker by Mython the Python. Now Mython the Python going to work over the tree trunk legs of Jeff Farino. Beautiful elbow drop by Mython the Python. This might do it. Mython the Python might be moving on to the next round of this gauntlet match. Can Mython put him down? Beautiful sit-out powerbomb combination pin here. 1, 2, and thanks for playing, Jeff Farino. Mython the Python moves on to the next round. Let's see who's going to come out next to take on Mython the Python. And it is Ken Lanza of the Blackjacks. One half of the Blackjacks heading to the ring. As Mython the Python and Ken Lanza. Now Mython staying right on top of the offensive. Attacking Ken Lanza right away. Fantastic match so far in your main event right now. This gauntlet match is phenomenal. Beautiful maneuver. Mython now. Beautiful sit out there. Here we go. 1, 2. And Ken Lanza almost bit the farm there. Mython almost scoring 2 in a row real quick, and a kickoff by Ken Lanza, dropping Mython. And oh man, beautiful clothesline by Ken Lanza, putting Mython the Python down. And now Ken Lanza begging Mython to get up, begging and measuring in here. I don't know what he's got planned. And now Ken Lanza might be a little smaller than Mython, but still's got some serious power as he drops Mython across the ropes there in the snake eye. Or stun gun, depending on which one you want to call it. And a big-time shoulder tackle off the top rope. Now going for a cover here. 1, 2, and Mython just kicks out here. Ken Lanza a little angry, hoping that Jeff Marino might have taken enough out of Mython, but that could have been enough there. And now Ken Lanza, nice elbow off the top rope, right onto the back of the neck of Mython. And Mython better be careful. You don't want to have any neck problems. This commentator knows about that. But Ken Lanza now attacking the knees of Mython, hoping that Mython won't be able to walk here. And here he goes. Now he's going to line up that clothesline from hell as he punches Mython right in the face. Wait a minute, beautiful reversal by Mython. Ken Lanza had a nice elbow by Mython. Ken Lanza went for a back suplex by Mython, turned it into a crossbody. And now Mython working over the extremities of Ken Lanza. As now Ken Lanza doesn't have an answer for Mython, but Python. Mython now got Ken Lanza right up onto his shoulders here. Wait a minute, a couple elbows to the head here. Mython now might be in trouble. Ken Lanza. Wait a minute. Now Ken Lanza's going to go for that Texas size power bomb, but it's reversed by Mython the Python. Mython the Python came here to play tonight. Mython, an Irish whip. Ken Lanza, clothesline from hell. He just dropped Mython here, going for a pin. Ken Lanza, 1, 2, and 3. Ken Lanza, that nasty bastard, dirty bastard now, moves on to the next round of the gauntlet. Who is coming out next? Samuel Edwards, the Vibe Master, on his way. The ring. The Vibe Master going to come out here and maybe loosen the vibes up that Ken Lanza just kind of tightened. And in comes Sam Edwards, his brother not victorious tonight. Let's hope he can score a victory, but he's got a tall order ahead of him, no pun intended, in the form of Ken Lanza and a lot more competition. And beautiful jawbreaker by Sam Edwards. Now Sam Edwards coming back. Nice DDT. Sam Edwards enters the gauntlet here as Ken Lanza drops Mython the Python with a beautiful clothesline from hell. A back elbow now on to Sam Edwards. Of course, as you know, Ken Lanza, the son of legendary Blackjack Jack Lanza. His father gave him the nod and said, yes, you can bring back the Blackjack, but under one condition, you find somebody that can wave the banner the correct way. And he's found one in Maximilian Tucker. He may not be in competition tonight, but will be next Saturday. That much we can promise you. 1, and a kick out by Sam Edwards. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're enjoying this action right now with me at the LSWA Saturday Afternoon Slam. And a beautiful kitchen sink by Sam Edwards. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, please. And if you want to join the ranks, all you got to do is join the membership, and we will get you on that roster. I know we had some gifted memberships by some generous, fantastic members. And if you are now a gifted member and want to join the ranks, all you got to do is let us know. And we will get you on this roster where you can compete with these fantastic talents that you see right here in front of you right now. Ken Lanza and Sam Edwards going back and forth. Oh, man, look at that backbreak at the hands of Ken Lanza now. Nice pendulum backbreaker by Ken Lanza, just slowly breaking down Sam Edwards. Some clotheslines here by Ken Lanza, but wait a minute now. Oh, nice back body drop by Lanza. He seems to be in firm control here. Look at this nice spine buster to follow it up. And here we go. Sam Edwards might be done here. 1, 2. And Sam Edwards just gets that shoulder up. Ladies and gentlemen, Ken Lanza in firm control right now of Sam Edwards. He might be going for that Texas powerbomb, and there it is. Drop Sam Edwards. 1, 2. And Sam Edwards just kicks out again. Sam Edwards showing everybody what he's made of right now. Irish whip off the ropes. Clothesline from hell by Ken Lanza. Puts down Sam Edwards. This might be 2 for 2. 1, 2. And no. Ken Lanza in complete shock and disarray. Cannot believe that Sam Edwards just kicked out of the clothesline from hell. staying on top of Sam Edwards. Sam Edwards showing the LSWA faithful that he is worth every single penny that the brass is paying him right now. And now, wait a minute, Ken Lanza gets a shot right to the midsection by Sam Edwards. Sam Edwards now punches him right in the face. Said this one's for fish. And now he walks over. Wait a minute now, is he going to try to make... Oh, no, wait, he's just going to slam his face right off the canvas. Adding a little insult to injury here. Now punching the face of Ken Lanza. Sam Edwards, we've never seen this angry streak of Sam Edwards. And now Sam Edwards got the mandible claw. The mandible claw right down the gullet of Ken Lanza. He's trying to put Ken Lanza to sleep. Did he put Ken Lanza completely to sleep? And what's he doing here? Is he going for some sweet shin music? Sweet shin music. Double arm DDT. He just dropped Ken Lanza. He just dropped Ken Lanza. Come on, Sam Edwards. Go for it all here. 1, 2, and kicked out by Ken Lanza. Say what you will about the tactics of Ken Lanza, you can't deny the man's ability here. A nice reversal right there. Oh, look at that. Sam Edwards just trying to go for the puncher's chance here. And Ken Lanza quickly cutting him back off. Fantastic. Now busted Sam Edwards wide open. And now Ken Lanza might have Sam Edwards right where he wants him. Goes for a cover here. 1, 2. Oh, wait a minute now. Sam Edwards kicks out at 1. And apparently Shame Time Toys just coming to after that beating at the hands of Chad. Saying, what the hell just happened? That's right, you fell to the freight train. That is the Chad hole. And now, wait a minute, Ken Lanza now drops an elbow right across the sternum of Samuel Edwards. I appreciate everybody hanging out with you guys, hanging out with me right now. This is your main event. Ken Lanza now getting a lot in, getting all his shit in, as the boys call it in the back. Ken Lanza now measuring. Sam Edwards was going to go for what looked like a knee in the corner. And now just pulls Sam Edwards out, drops him right on the back of his head. And now, wait a minute now, Ken Lanza going to walk Sam Edwards to the corner now, puts him right in the corner there. And now a kick right to the shoulder. And beautiful DDT by Sam Edwards. Drops him. And a nice leg drop by Sam Edwards. Sam Edwards now firing off with a beautiful offensive barrage. You're now going to the top rope here, telling Ken Lanza to get up to his feet. And a beautiful maneuver by Sam Edwards. Now going for a cover here. 1, 2. And Ken Lanza just kicks out. Peter Moline just joining us in the locker room here. Thank you so much. Peter, you will be debuting next week at LSWA Saturday Evening Slam. We appreciate you so much for hanging out with us. Also, we'll be joining the ranks on the storyline-based program. Like I said before, if you want to be a member, if you let your membership lapse, please rejoin. And we will make sure that you stay relevant in the storylines that you get, only members get every Monday night, right here at LSWA on the Legend Series channel. And now, wait a minute, now Ken Lanza might be going for that Texas-sized power bomb. Here it goes, and he just dropped Sam Edwards. 1, 2, and Sam Edwards kicks out again. Sam Edwards has been highly impressive, and I use that term lightly, no pun intended, or maybe pun intended, as Sam Edwards got so high before that he was in the ring, didn't even know where he was. And now Ken Lanza locks on a form of a crossface. Can he get Sam Edwards to tap? Sam Edwards did not tap, reversing out of it. And now Sam Edwards now going for a DDT. Nice double arm DDT by Sam Edwards. Now going for an all cover here. 1, 2, 3. Sam Edwards scores a big time victory over Ken Lanza. Let's see who's next on the docket. BX Medic is here, ladies and gentlemen. BX Medic coming out. This has been one hell of a gauntlet main event. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight at the LSWA. As BX Medic now right in the ring with Sam Edwards. And beautiful German suplex by BX Medic. Now BX Medic tuning up that band, tuning up that leg. Might be going for that kick. He just went for that side kick. Drops Sam Edwards. And he's now dropping a knee. And Sam Edwards almost done for. We got a couple more guys left here. We got 2 more to be exact. Don Curvin and, of course, Tone Bone drawing lucky numbers here on this randomized drawing. As BX Medic now takes it to Sam Edwards. I appreciate all you guys for joining us here at the LSWA. Thank you so much, man, for hanging out with me. I hope you've enjoyed the show from beginning to end. Please tell everybody about it. If you got a podcast, put it over. If you're on a friend's podcast, put it over. I appreciate you so much for being a part of this. This has been fantastic. And here we go, this main event now. BX Medic, back elbows to Sam Edwards' head. Now Sam Edwards has had some serious damage done to him. A beautiful Kinshasa style kick. This might do it. 1, 2, 3. Sam Edwards is done for. BX Medic has moved on to the next round. And if I'm not mistaken, here he comes, Tone Bone. And Tone Bone might have his work cut out for him because BX Medic is fully fine. But he didn't take too long in that match. So it's all, of course, Tone Bone's team just hitting now. And here he comes. How about BX Medic now forgetting what Tone Bone has done to him over on the Raw brand, attacking Tone Bone almost immediately and puts Tone Bone down. And now sizing Tone Bone up as he gets up dazed and confused. And wait a minute, now Tone Bone reverses it with a shot right to BX Medic's mouth. And now he's got BX Medic in $1 million dream. He's got BX Medic $1 million dream, and he drops BX Medic. Fantastic $1 million dream. So beautiful. Senton. After that $1 million dream Russian leg sweep combination, BX Medic now kicks out. Tone Bone doesn't know what to do with the BX Medic. Now he's taking it to him. And beautiful flapjack maneuver drops BX Medic right on his face. And now, wait a minute, BX Medic back to his feet. Beautiful Insaguri puts Tone Bone down. And now he's kicking Tone Bone right to the face. A beautiful forearm. Knocks Tone Bone for a loop for sure. And now he's going to work over the arm of Tone Bone, hoping maybe Tone Bone can't hit that dreaded Bone Crusher Death Valley driver maneuver. Now, wait a minute now. Is he setting up for that Kinshasa? Oh, no, wait a minute. An Irish whip Tone Bone off the ropes. He's going to go for that Kinshasa yet again. Oh, beautiful. Ricky Steamboat style arm drag. 1. And Tone Bone kicks right out at 1. Oh, nice side kick. That definitely knocked Tone Bone for a loop. But Tone Bone hits a kick of his own. And now he's going to start stomping out BX Medic. And now look at that. The kicks right to the abs. And a punch right to the face. Tone Bone visibly frustrated with the fancy footwork of BX Medic with a springboard leg drop. Offensive barrage by Tone Bone, completely unanswered now by BX Medic. Leg drop. 1, 2. And it's a 2 count. BX Medic just kicking out of Tone Bone's patented Hulk Hogan leg drop beat. But wait a minute now. Tone Bone to the top rope. Shades of his mentor, the Macho Man Randy Savage. Randy Savage watching on right now. 1, 2. And BX Medic kicks out on the elbow. Tone Bone now looking to the back as Savage watches on and goes, oh, that's not good to keep kicking out of that, Tone Bone. And now, wait a minute. BX Medic now reverses, got Tone Bone right up on his shoulders and a neck break. Oh, no, wait a minute. That was a fantastic Trader Shock style maneuver. 1, 2. And Tone Bone just kicks out at 2. What a match, ladies and gentlemen. Please and thank you for joining us. I hope I've kept you entertained for 2 hours and 48 minutes. As now, Tone Bone reverses. And wait a minute now, is he going to hit him with the Burning Hammer? He has Burning Hammer, which is the reverse Death Valley driver. And he just hit BX Medic with a Burning Hammer. 1, 2. And BX Medic, thanks for playing. Tone Bone now eliminates. But wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute now. Tone Bone's got to go one-on-one with the other half of the pre-roll crew. Tone Bone can't believe it. Don Curvin and Tombo are going to go one-on-one right now. And quite frankly, a match that Tombo, as always, would have loved to have. And now Don Curvin in the ring. Tombo now going right at him, but Curvin telegraphs it. Tombo now. Oh, look at this beautiful Samoan drop by Don Curvin, dropping Tombo immediately. And now Don Curvin going to work over Tombo. Tombo punches Curvin right in the abs. He knows how strong Curvin is. He's got to stay on top of Curvin, make sure Curvin can't mount an offensive. And now Tombo just punching Curvin with everything he has. Tombo and Don Curvin leaving the friendship at the door. They know what this match is about. And now look at Tombo really working over Curvin here. Now he's going to work over the arm here. He might snap this other arm of Don Curvin. Beautiful maneuver by Tombo. And Spring misses the springboard senton and a nice drop kick by Don Curvin. Don Curvin now headbutt to the midsection of the breadbasket. And now Don Curvin's got Tombo right where he wants him. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining the LSWA Saturday afternoon slam. We appreciate you. This is your main event. Last two members of the Gauntlet are in the match right now. So this is sudden death. And now Curvin displaying absolute power and dominance over Tombo, and a nice splash or a headbutt off the top. The second row putting Tombo down here, one. And Tombo just kicks out at one. Don Curvin and Tombo last week main evented with Kitsune against the Edwards brothers and Rowdy Riles, and now Tombo and Curvin find themselves in the main event against each other. Here at LSWA Saturday afternoon slam. This is the kind of unpredictableness you can expect here from the LSWA. Fantastic Blue Thunder bomb by Don Curvin puts down Tombo. Tombo now confused and dazed, doesn't know idea where he is, just acting on instinct now, kicking Curvin right in the legs, trying to chop the tree down. Gonna put him in kind of a bear hug, but Curvin too much for Tombo here. And a beautiful pop-up Samoan drop by Don Curvin. Don Curvin just put Tombo down here. 1, 2, and Tombo just kicks out. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. Hope you're having a blast. Sound off in the comments below if this has been a great show. And a beautiful code breaker by Tombo puts Don Curvin down. Can Tombo go for that patented bone crusher? Oh, nice clothesline by Tombo, screaming obscenities into Curvin's face, and now he goes to the top rope for that patented elbow drop. Drops everything he had onto Curvin's chest here. 1, 2, and Curvin kicks out at 2. How confused. And Tombo now misses the senton bomb off the ropes here. Curvin now ducks down with a drop down and goes for a beautiful back body drop. Drops Tombo right on his ass. And Don Curvin now waiting for Tombo to get up. Now listen, at the end of the day, Don Curvin still has respect for his mentor, Tombo. As Tombo now in some trouble here, Curvin knows what he's got to do. Tombo has taught Curvin, you stay on top of your enemies. It doesn't matter who it is. You get the victory. If I'm standing in front of you, I'm standing in front of you. That means you attack. Tombo with a Superman punch right to Don Curvin's face. Tombo now trying to mount an offensive comeback here. Springboard, beautiful drop kick by Tombo. Puts down Don Curvin. Now Tombo might be going for that. Here he comes the bone crusher. Beautiful bone crusher put right on Don Curvin. 1, 2, and Curvin kicks out of the bone crusher. Impressive showing by Don Curvin here in your main event. The gauntlet match, it's come down to Don Curvin and Tombo. And oh man, what a knee to the face. Tombo trying to knock Tombo trying to knock Don Curvin concussed. And here we go, right into the corner, really working over the head of Curvin. And now he's going to put him upside down, tree of woe. He's got him upside down and fires a boot to the stomach, and now sizing him up yet again. Will he be going for another another Death Valley driver? He's now Curvin with a chop to the throat. Now, wait a minute, Don Curvin. Wait a minute. Combo's Nightmare! Combo's Nightmare! Don Curvin just locked Tombo into the Combo's Nightmare. Can Curvin lock it in? Can Tombo? Oh no, Curvin might get that. Tombo's tapping to the Combo's Nightmare. Tombo just tapped to the Combo's Nightmare, And Tombone and Don Kirby might have some words backstage. Although Tombone's got to be highly impressed with his insurance policy. Don Kirby scoring a big-time victory here in your main event at LSWA's Saturday Afternoon Slam. What a match, ladies and gents. Don Kirby didn't like Tombone grabbing him by the throat. Went into a freak absolute berserker mode and choked Tombone out. Tombone knew he had no chance. Had to tap. Ladies and gentlemen, this was a fantastic evening. Let's take it back to Real Tony.